Hello, hello, it is your pontiff saying hello there. How are you? How's it all going, guys? It's Monday Funday. How are you going, guys? Guys, I desperately need your help. I need to get a new PC. I got the cables. It doesn't make a bloody difference. I need to get a higher spec PC. That's what I need to do. I need to get a higher spec PC. I need to get something with, higher spec. I want to get higher spec. I want to get video card and then video graphics card. That's what I think I need, guys. I think I need to do that. So, guys, what's going on here? What's going on? It's the ArchieLuxury channel, and we are all live. I'm happy to have you. I'm glad to host. I like having you on. It's really cool. It's fun. It's really fun and cool. That's the way it is, guys. This is the ArchieLuxury channel. I've been filming a few videos today. I did a few videos. I filmed a few videos today. And I got to tell you guys, it's difficult. It's really difficult. The world is, where's Green Loom? Green Loom. Where is Green Loom? Green Loom, Green Loom, Green Loom. I got to tell you guys, the whole watch world has gone absolutely bonkers. It's absolutely bonkers. No, the computer, I need to replace it. That's what Jesus Christ. Using a VIC-20. Man, they were in basic. I hated programming. I wasn't very good at mathematics, programming. Oh my God. Remember those? They were just terrible. Guys, let's get some super chats happening and let's get this show in the turbo mode. Remember to like, guys. Like it, guys. Let's like it and let's get this baby off the ground. What's going on there? What is going on? Let's talk about things that are happening in the PC world that we live in, because we're PC people. We're not Macintosh people. We're PC people. IBM PC Junior. Oh, yes. I remember them. The PC Junior. How I wanted one so badly. 32 gigs. I'm looking at about 8 gigs. Okay. A dedicated graphics card, surely. ArchieLuxury, yes, that's exactly. Had that, then had the 386 Green Loom. How are you, Green Loom?
Yeah, I'm fine. Look, there's just no winning with you. I mean,
It help. Didn't help.
it actually seems to have made things worse. I mean, that's just not how these cables work. I mean, you're very unlucky when it comes to these PC parts and
Man
computers.
against the machine, $5. If you had to do it all over, what would you change? Family, marriage, kids, YouTube watchers. I got to tell you, my best advice to you is number one, don't get married till you're 40. Number two, the person you marry, make sure that the marketing sex is real sex, because women are more dishonest than car salesmen. When they're in marketing and they honestly believe it, I've seen it all. I have seen it all. And the funny thing is, right? I went for a walk with my wife yesterday at Oxley Common. And there was this couple in front of us. They were holding hands and kissing. And I said to my wife, I bet they're having an affair. There's nothing like illicit love there. I said, they're having an affair, aren't they? They're sneaking. So I got to be totally honest with you, man against the machine. I would say my best advice is get a Rolex, must get a Rolex. Got to have a Rolex. And I got to apologize to you. I want to apologize to you, Green Room.
Oh, why?
You've got your dream watch. The Rolex Datejust two-tone with the Buckley dial. That's your dream watch. That's all you ever wanted.
Archie, that's just total nonsense. I'm not going to lie anymore. Of course, I want more Rolex.
You don't need it. You don't need it. Look who we've got here. Hello, Bear. How are you, Bear?
Hi, Paul.
Bear.
Hi, Green Room.
Bear,
Hi.
I need to get a new PC. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. My PC's fucked. Okay, it's fucked.
How old is it, Archie?
Well, I bought it about 4 years ago, but I bought it pre-owned. I don't buy new.
So how old is it really?
I think it's actually quite young. It's only 7 or 8 years old.
Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time.
Yeah.
I think I might stay out of this one because every time I try to recommend something in particular, the exact opposite seems to happen.
I tell you what I'm doing here. Okay, let me just show you exactly what I want to buy. Okay, I want to have a fundraiser. I want to raise a little bit of money. I'll show you what I'm. Please, Green Room, please stay on the stream.
What's with my
Please.
hair? What's with my hair, Archie? Doesn't look good.
Your hair always, Bear. You
Ah.
always are a star performer here.
Thank you, Archie. Some people
Bear.
were pissed at me yesterday, Archie.
Bear.
They said I had an attitude. Deacon basically told me, come and shit on a show again. Archie, I want you to know. Yes, sir?
Don't listen to these guys, man. They love you. Just relax.
No, I want to tell you, Archie, in all honesty, I'm actually being serious now. I sometimes do shtick with you and I joke.
Yeah.
It's absolutely always going to be my honor to share the stream with you.
Bear,
I really mean that.
It makes it fun. Look, let me just show you here. These are the desktop PCs I'm looking at.
Sure.
I'll show you what I'm looking at buying. Here.
Okay.
It's here. This is what it is. It's a gaming PC, it's called. It's got 8 gigs of RAM, 500 gig hard drive, Windows 10.
Okay.
And it's got an NVIDIA GT 1030 2 gig card. What do you think of that?
How much is that? I can't see.
$449.
Australian?
Yes, that's like Canadian dollars.
That's not that bad. And
what do you think, Green Room?
You know, on second thought, maybe you should leave this one to me. This is not going to. You need to get something real special, I think.
Like, what do you mean by that?
You need to spend more money.
But
Simple
Green
as.
Room,
Got a super chat.
big super chat, big super chat.
I need to spend more money. What do you mean by that? I am spending a lot of money. Brian, watch fund, starting the PC fund, $50.
No, you need to. Yeah, but by the way, thank you, Brian. You need to listen to him. He knows more about this stuff than you and I, Paul. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. But I want to ask you something, Green Room.
Sure.
It is just as a newbie who doesn't understand these things. If it says a gaming computer, that should have everything.
Well,
that would matter for a good
how about
graphics
this one here?
for
$899. $899. Look at that. It's got 16 gigs of RAM, 256 SSD, and 500 gig hard drive.
Well, what was the question? Sorry.
Let's determine what are the important components for Archie. What is it? Obviously, he does the live streams and he does the videos and what would be the type of PC that he needs? What needs to be strong? Graphic card, the processor, like what?
Well, look. The most important thing that Archie needs for what he does is a decent internet connection.
Which he has.
Well, does he?
Well, he said that he's got the best that's available to him in his city.
Yeah. So back in the middle of 2015, I had my PC custom built.
Yeah.
Every piece I kind of picked out, and I've not had any problems with it since I had it made. Maybe talk to ABC as well, because I think he knows quite a bit of stuff about computers.
Yeah.
But I would try
somebody in a chat has mentioned that Archie's most important component is the video card.
Archie.
Hey, man.
Something I finally know about computers.
There you go.
So what do you think of these?
I don't know how hard it is to get parts in Australia, but building a computer is the most economical way about going about it. I haven't really seen
these are pre-owned. These are secondhand. Do you understand? They're corporate standards. You know, I like secondhand stuff. I don't like to.
Well, you can always.
You know, my laser printer. You know when I wanted to buy a laser printer, right?
Oh, who can forget?
I didn't want a normal laser printer. I wanted commercial grade.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. It's HP commercial grade. And guess what? I've also got a company that does the cartridges. They do re-inking because I don't want to waste the environment. I don't want to hurt the environment. I want to save Mother Nature and swim with the dolphins.
Right.
This is a commercial grade laser printer. Now, at the moment, I got a few remnants on the floor. I got an old PC here. I got another monitor and laser printer and other bits there. I got an old coffee machine. By the way, is there any way I can convert that into a USB coffee machine?
You have to get a DVI port extension Ethernet cable to do that.
Super chat.
Super chats. We've got super chats coming in, guys. Help me with the PC. What I want to do is I want to get a PC. I want to get a Johnny C. Green Room is right. You're looking at shitters.
See, I actually I hired someone else to.
Guys, this is a worthy fundraiser, okay? Ultimately, you know what? To help Paul get the proper equipment for the higher quality live stream is just a fair way to ask you to help. So
Ron
please,
the Shrink has put a comment there. A second-hand gaming PC that's a year or two old won't be a bad idea, honestly.
Well, that's what you were looking at. That's what you were looking
at.
What? That's why I said gaming, right? The video card, the processor, they have to be adequate to be.
I've got it's the computer. So that thing, that's like a water cooler for the CPU. I've got 64 gigs of RAM.
64. What do you need that much for?
Adobe Premiere Pro.
I use AVS.
Well, maybe he's playing video games, so obviously in that case they need this.
GeForce GTX. I forget which one it is. This thing's. I built this whole thing myself.
So
And
yeah,
Is that water cooled?
it is.
Yes. Is
And
water
if I-
cooled better than air cooled?
We don't want to do water cooled, Archie. It's
Why's that?
It's actually a little.
well, I've seen
Well,
some horror videos. I've seen horror stories. I've seen videos of the water exploding in the. Maybe I was trying to get those.
How do you fill up the water? Do you have to get plumbing in?
No,
recycled water, rainwater?
no,
What sort of water do I need to pump in here?
It's a sealed system that you buy, and you essentially just.
Why don't they
marry
use
it.
oil instead of water? Wouldn't oil cool be better?
So I think they actually use. Do you know a green room? What kind of water is it? It's like demineralized and all sorts of shit. It's not just
really
tap
don't
water.
know.
I'm
Bear,
sure someone in the comments.
Bear,
would know.
I want to say
super
this.
chat, super chat.
Here we go, Bear. Monash, Stephen Monash, $2. Cha computer. My pen rai. My pen rai.
And there's another one.
Ryan Vlogs Live, $2. YouTube celebs use Apple computers. Mac Mini for you.
I am so uncomfortable with Apple computers. I
Let me explain it to you, Bear. If I was a color, okay, I would be Mission Brown. I'm not tangerine. I'm not orange. I'm not cool. I'm not happening. I'm 1970s.
No, you would be blue. You're blue. You're not. No, you're not brown. You're blue.
Mission Brown. Mission Brown. You know what? Mission Brown. That was the greatest color ever invented, Bear.
Why? What's a Mission Brown?
Mission Brown was the great. Everything was painted Mission Brown in the 70s, 80s, and then it became gray in the 90s.
I see.
Mission Brown is the greatest color that was ever invented. Green Room, you know Mission Brown, don't you?
Yes.
What did you think of Mission Brown?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. They shouldn't have discontinued it. You know.
Yes.
That was a mistake.
Mission Brown, you know Mission Brown.
Never heard of such an expression. I'm sorry.
You've never heard of sad nipple?
No.
Sad nipples.
Okay. No. Is this Australian, unique to Australian, like a lingo, or like what's a sad nipple?
Don't worry about it, Bear.
All right, I'm not worried.
If you don't know, you don't know.
Exactly. So, guys, let's do some super chats to support ArchieLuxury in his struggle to improve the quality of the video and provide us with a better live stream. Please and thank you. Really would appreciate it.
My concern, Archie, is that you're mentioning this flickering when you open the fridge door. The monitor flickers. And,
you know what I've decided to do?
Yeah.
If I get enough money in from the PC fundraiser, I'm going to get a separate cable to run the air conditioner and the fridge off.
Yeah. Well.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hi,
ABC. ABC.
Ooh, you're talking about computers.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yep, he's talking about computers.
You know what?
Actually, I'll probably do that separate cable thing now.
You know what I'm thinking you should do, actually, to be very honest with you.
What's that, Bear?
You should look through the ads for some knowledgeable young kid.
I hate young kids.
Okay, yeah, me too, but to come in and assess, to assess your equipment, to assess your thing, to figure out what you need. I would say that's to go there in person, check everything out, from cables to the equipment to the Wi-Fi, and actually give you some recommendations.
You know, the other thing is too, I'm finding with Windows 7.
That's what
you know,
I did.
Windows 7. I used to, I don't know if you remember this, Bear. I used to be able to email. I had the WhatsApp. They had a WhatsApp link where I could actually send WhatsApp messages from my PC. Guess what? Windows 7, they don't support it anymore.
Right.
You've got to go to Windows 10.
Right.
Anthax, $5. It's silly claiming you need a 2021 PC to stream well. People in 2019 were able to stream fine with their 2019 PCs. A 2-year-old PC should be okay.
Actually, Archie, you were streaming in 2016.
With the same
Archie,
PC.
you just need a PC
Same PC.
with a powerful CPU, loads of RAM, and we'll see you. That's
Is i5 okay?
if you can get.
Is
No.
i5 okay?
That's piddle
i7
slow.
by now.
What?
Ooh,
It's
I'm missing
piddle
out.
slow. It's piss slow.
Ooh.
What about i5 is no good, you're saying?
Wait, no, hang
No,
on.
get an
It might not be
i7.
bad.
Mind you,
might
not
I
be bad.
haven't used a desktop PC in years. I've just been using laptops.
Do you think that's something Archie should be looking at to actually use the laptop?
It
instead?
depends. It depends. No,
Depends on
because
what?
you'll get. as long as- what
I use the
performance you
laptop for
want.
porn in my
Obviously-
bedroom. I don't use that for streaming. That's got more important things to do.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
you're awesome, man. You're awesome.
So,
By the way, have any of you guys noticed they've cleaned up X videos? A lot of the titles What's
Yeah.
happened?
I don't know.
What is-
X videos was great, and then at one point it just became completely empty, gone, useless.
I don't
What happened?
understand.
I don't know. Neither do I.
X
I
videos,
don't know
man,
what's
that brings back some memories. Oh man.
Memories. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Are you telling me you don't watch porn? Are you trying to tell us you don't watch porn, Diego? Is that what you're trying to tell us? Okay, come on. Nobody's watching. We're here among
Nobody's
friends. We tell the
watching.
truth. We tell the truth.
You know what I've found?
Always.
You know what I've found? That as I get older, I actually like porn with a bit of a storyline behind it.
Of course, man. You don't want to just wham bam. You want a
No, you wanna have
romance.
the
You want
story.
something happening. Exactly, Paul.
Exactly.
You became a connoisseur. You're not just a
Exact-
jerk off. You're a connoisseur. You're refined.
Exactly.
Exactly. But guys, I don't see the super chat. Seriously, let's try to help this guy get a decent PC. Because in
because
all
I
honesty,
joined.
now
No,
this
You
is
think
in
if
the
I
chat.
change?
This is in
Sorry?
the chat. He might. This is in the chat. He probably knows stuff about computers.
What
He
happened to
might.
Yeah,
Marcelo?
actually, yeah,
Nothing
this-
happened to Marcelo.
yeah, one day he doesn't show
Diego's
up. And,
got. Diego's got 64 gigs of RAM, which is an immense amount
Yeah.
of RAM. I'm not sure what CPU he's got.
I
See,
have an
how many? Have you got a
I
quad
think. Do you think?
core
Let's see.
CPU? 8 core?
Let me see what I got. Hold on. I built this thing maybe a year and a half ago. All right, 64 gigs.
Would you
Intel-
recommend Windows 10 for starters? Windows 10.
Yeah, I would.
I'm using them. I hate them. Archie,
I hate
but
it.
what- yeah, what
Whoa.
else you gonna do?
Hey, Marcelo.
What else you gonna do?
ABC, I've got a i9.
I hate it. There. I like
7900X.
Windows 7, but you
Me too, man. It
the,
was
the
so
apps
Whoa.
nothing
so-
supports it.
I know.
And I have
That's another thing
a-
I don't understand. What did they do? What did they improve? They made
Yeah.
things just so much more. I don't get it, Arch. Maybe we're old and outdated. I don't know.
You know what
brother.
version of Office I'm using? Oh, I better not tell you
97?
that. Sorry.
I don't know.
All right, Arch. Here's what you need to get, Archie.
You know, I got kids
Do you use
older
Linux
than
at
the
all,
version.
Diego?
I got kids that are younger than the version of Office I'm using. Does that make
I
sense?
believe you. I believe you.
I'm using Office 2007.
It's still functioning. You still, what do you
No,
do?
you're not.
Spreadsheets,
What?
Word Perfect,
Sorry?
spreadsheets. What else? What else? What are you using it for? Tell me what you're using it for.
A spreadsheet. I do my
uses,
my debts. I have all my credit cards and debts, the interest-free
Right.
periods.
I
you know,
remember
good
when
debt,
you were
bad
showing
debt.
it. Yeah.
He uses
Works
Adobe
fine.
Corral still there. You remember that?
I remember that. Yeah, I remember.
What's wrong with
actually.
Adobe Corral?
Nothing. I
Nothing.
loved it as a kid. I fucking loved it.
Many
It's
many
awesome.
things are actually good in certain ways. You know, it just they need to consistently.
Oh shit.
Consistently, they need some kind of bullshit. You know.
ABC, how do I see what video card I have? I forgot. It's been a while.
Right click
Go
on.
to-
Actually, I'm doing
control
some
panel.
research
panel.
for you, and I'm gonna.
Mm-hmm.
You control panel
Right.
and then go to system. That should tell you everything on a single
I
page.
forgot how to get to control panel.
Okay.
for some
Hey,
reason.
ABC, you know who was here
Bottom
yesterday?
left. left.
System information. Okay.
Who?
All right. So
Oh,
I've got
Bark and Jack.
a.
Bark and Jack. He was
Look,
awesome.
guys, just out of interest there, you
Oh,
guys didn't
really?
believe
Oh,
me.
wow.
The
Crazy.
Yeah,
version
Bark and Jack.
of Excel
Good
I was
God.
using. Look, there you go. What's wrong?
You have a super chat, by the way.
Up to speed with Excel 2007.
Paul, let's keep an
Siemens
eye on the super
Stains,
chat, see?
£1.80. Marcel, please de-wrench Tim and Tickers
Oh,
snakes. And we've got
Tickers.
another super chat. 3-handers missing wrench, $1.
Mm.
And we've also got an interesting super chat here. Another interesting super chat talking about PCs. Go for maximum cores you can afford. 16 gig should be enough. SSD is important for max read-write speeds. Average video card would be acceptable for Arch and will do correct resolution.
actually, what is the
nowadays
absolute
you get
maximum
8K
amount of money you want to
screens.
spend?
Sorry?
What's
At the
the
moment,
maximum?
based on today's super chats, about $100.
Not even. What are you talking about? Based on today, like maybe $15 we made so far. Are you kidding me? You don't even have
It's a
money to buy a
disaster.
cable, for God's sake. It is
$92 at
disaster.
the moment. No, it's a disaster.
ABC, I can't find the video cards though.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hi,
man.
this.
Hey, this.
This it's not going well. I need to upgrade my PC. Everything sucks. It sucks.
What do
Sorry,
you need it
Diz.
for? Gaming or video editing?
Video editing.
So you need.
Archie, what are you talking about? You don't do any editing, for God's sake. You don't. Editing is not important. Let's serious. Be serious. But the good video card, I believe. You correct me, ABC. I honestly don't think Archie was wrong. Green Room was all negative and all shitting on this PC that he showed, which was about $400 gamer PC.
Yeah,
And
it's okay.
show to ABC. And
Ooh,
Green
no, it's
Room,
not
don't
okay.
be negative.
Here
By
we
the
go.
way,
William
William,
Money,
William,
$50.
good
Computer
for
fun.
video editing.
Computer fun. And we
William,
got
join us
Finchy.
join us if you want, buddy.
Finchy, $2. Single core speed works better with video editing.
By the way,
All right,
Diego's
Archie.
got a machine flies.
Archie, I'm gonna put in the chat, Archie, what I've got. So those are my specs.
Diego's machine flies.
Okay, thank you, Diego. Show me. Let me bring them up.
I'm gonna
Question
pull
is, how much
myself
does
a-
it cost to get all the components?
A lot of them were just
Oh,
gifted. to me,
Diego's
honestly.
got an i9. Fuck!
Yeah,
10
that's
core, 64 gigs. He's got a GTX 1080.
TI, don't forget the TI.
I don't even know what the ROG Strix thing is. That X299. What
It's
even
like
is
a
that? Is that like
$600 motherboard or something like that.
So what do
The-
you need that for? What do you use your computer for?
Porn.
Why do
It's
you
porn. Porn. We were
Video-
discussing before. Porn. Porn.
Video and raw photo editing.
And what?
Photo editing with raw files, like really big raw files
Okay,
in
okay.
Adobe Photoshop.
Stephen Monash, $5. Snapchat it to YouTube and then
Yeah.
email it to fax and SMS to the TikTok. Then take a selfie on the motherboard.
But this, my video card is very old for sure. I need to update that. But the video cards were going up like damn crypto and all that shit.
Send it to Archie.
you couldn't get
Mail
them.
your video card to Archie.
Yeah, I've heard about
Getting rid
that.
of it.
If I get
What's
a new
happened?
video card, Archie, I'll mail you mine if you pay the shit.
Video cards are expensive now. Big
Bahrain
shortages.
watch collector, $50. Sell one of the Birkins and get a respectable Mac Pro. Forget PC. My wife's got a Mac. I can't even
Mac
log into
stay-
it.
What's just that?
Mac stay stable for longer.
I
It's
hate Mac.
PCs that
I hate Macs.
PCs
I hate it,
periodically.
Yeah, me
They
too.
need to be wiped.
It's so awkward, when you start using it. You know why you're not used to it? That's why. You get used to certain systems.
They got a mouse with one button, Bear. They don't have.
What the fuck? Yeah, exactly. What the?
What the fuck?
You start
One
doing
button
things.
mouse?
Yeah, crazy stuff.
Crazy.
I agree. Oh, again, I agree
Bloody
with you. Again, I agree with you. I still
fat
think that
windbag
that
band,
400.
Diego's attention-seeking, boring as
Ooh.
fuck.
Didn't even donate for that.
Apparently, my fiance broke up with me too, and that's.
Well, it happens. What are you gonna do?
Hey,
Oh,
Look at Tim.
condolences,
His
Diego.
wife left him. He's
No,
all alone
Still
now.
got the dog. Did she take the dog?
I'm joking. That's what that fat windbag guy says. He says that she dumped me or some shit.
Maybe you don't know yet. Fat Ben knows shit. He sees the future.
He sees the exactly.
Like, look at his eyes. Look at his eyes.
Oh,
Fat Ben is like an oracle. He's like an oracle on this channel. If Fat Ben says that your fiance left you, I'd be fucking worried.
Yeah.
I'd be seriously worried. And keep an eye on the dog. If she likes the dog is gone too.
Look, I want to
And-
spend about under $1,000. Okay.
Under
just
$1,000
gotta-
I
Oh,
can
Yeah,
yeah.
about
accept.
1,000. Yeah, we can do 1,000.
You
Yeah,
can
we
get
can
an
do that.
i7
He
for
said
that.
under 1,000, not 1,000.
Oh,
He said
100.
Under 1,000. So please, let's.
You just have
Keep that
to
in mind.
identify, Archie, the one thing that you want to do really well, and then you build your PC around that. Because certain programs want video cards, certain programs want a processor, certain programs need memory. You got to figure out what it's going to be for primarily, and then build it around that.
Well,
Diego,
we
do you
know
know
what
any
it
Linux?
is for.
Do I know
Do you
what?
use Linux? Linux,
No.
Linux. You don't do
No,
that.
Linux is that's voodoo. That's voodoo. You know this
It's
is
amazing.
voodoo.
That's-
It is
That's a voodoo.
absolutely
That's a voodoo.
fantastic.
You run
Horrible.
Linux. It's open
I have
source.
done. Yeah, and the thing is that it's now all intuitive. It's just as sexy, the interface now. First, it used to be command lines and everything. Now, you've got decent Office programs that are compatible with your Microsoft stuff. It's all free.
Will
all
it
the
work with
browsers
Office
are on there.
2007?
I mean, you know, I had Linux on a machine that was really old. Windows took like an hour to load. I put
Well.
Ubuntu.
Actually, somebody's making a good point. Why the fuck would we take advice from you? Look at your sound. You don't even have a video showing us the quality of your video. The best
Oh,
picture is this. This got the best picture.
Here we
This
go.
should be giving us
Anthrax,
advice.
$5.
This-
Look
yeah,
at this.
this-
He's streaming from his PC right now. It's as smooth as butter. So he must
Yeah.
get a PC with the same specs. Problem solved.
Yeah.
It's also your connection, though.
Oh, he wants to prove me wrong, brother.
I don't know how good this is going to stream, but it's probably not as good as this. He looks like
Honestly,
he's
you are
in
just as
front
fucking
of me.
choppy and crappy as Archie.
Yeah, I don't have a webcam, so I'm always on my phone. So if
This
mine
is the
ever looks-
cleanest. Then comes the Diego, then Green Room, then me, then Marcelo. No, Marcelo is actually kind of like me. Then comes Archie, then comes you. So I frankly
I'm
say
probably
this,
better on
tell
my
Archie-
phone, actually.
I
I
don't know
think
why
the best
you-
one is Archie.
You know what, guys? I tell you what depresses me.
No,
what are you wearing, Bear?
this is the
Fuck, what are
best.
you wearing? You're wearing an Amiga.
Oh, Amiga! I didn't have Amiga that day when you were.
Amiga. What's he wearing?
Let's see.
Bear, the best camera is in Archie.
No Time to Die.
Wow, the bulldog. I love it.
Which watch is that? Show us the watch, man. No time to die. Class.
That's right. No time to die. No time to die, Archie. No time to fuck around. Time to get a new computer.
I tell you what,
waiting
Bear.
on my
Once the
GMT.
show finishes today, depending on how much I raise, I'm going to go and get something. I think
Just
we
don't sell
all
that
jokes
No,
one.
you
aside.
need to
Are you-
slow
are you-
down, Archie. You need to
All
slow
jokes
down.
aside, I think I need Windows 10. I need to have as much RAM, a good processor, and I think I need. Do I need an independent video card? Like instead of the inbuilt Intel one, I think I need a
No,
NVIDIA.
yes.
This,
Yes.
everybody fucking shut up. This, you tell us because you have a best video.
Hmm.
You need GeForce RTX 3080.
Exactly.
That's what
That's
you
going to
need.
cost you like $3,000.
I can tell you what my PC's got. Do you want to know what my PC is or not?
It's got a floppy.
I
floppy
wouldn't.
disk,
I
right?
wouldn't understand anyway. But go for it, Archie. There are people who understand. Let's hear
Okay,
it.
I'll tell you. Okay, so my
I just wanna
PC,
say-
I'm running
Carry on.
Windows 7 Professional,
I love that.
I'm running an i5.
Piss
I've got
low.
8 gigs of RAM. I'm using the 64-bit
bad.
version of Windows 7. That's not terrible.
Yeah, true.
8 gigs of RAM.
That's not a terrible machine.
i5-4570 CPU at 3.2 gigahertz.
Yeah,
It's not a terrible machine.
What's the
So what do you
airflow
think, then?
situation on that thing, Archie? Does it get enough
I think it's
air?
because it. I think the video card will help, and also
I would say some type of relatively modern NVIDIA GeForce card, but maybe not the top end, just a relatively modern past
I
couple
don't
of
need
years.
that. I don't need that.
Yeah, you could
don't
get,
need that.
honestly, Archie, you could get a 4-year-old video card and you'd be screaming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
know what I mean?
something like
Okay.
that. I'm not saying like, you know, past couple of years would be fine.
You
It's
can
not
get
like the
a,
brand new.
No. I complete. Look, I tell you. I think honestly. Okay, that's good. I'm going to go down this afternoon. Okay.
So basically, only the money you make on today's show, right? So far, what you got?
Yeah.
About $150. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty good. It's pretty good, Bear.
You might even get something. Okay, let's help Archie get something decent. Okay, commitment is this: you don't spend a penny more than what you get
Yeah.
today on Super Chats.
At the
That's
moment, Bear,
commitment.
good news is I can afford a.
Is it too late to return those other monitors?
How about those cables? Can I take the cable back? By the way,
That's like,
pennies
wow,
on the dollar.
these are useless. Am I supposed to plug it in?
You look at pennies on the dollar.
I do have a task in front of us, Archie. But first,
Yeah.
we leave a super chat.
DC in LV. All my X video has corrupted AC3's computer.
all the X videos.
All the X videos has corrupted AC3's computer.
Can I ask you guys something? Can I ask you guys something? Do any of you guys, do you download your favorite X videos in case they take it down?
No.
I used to.
I got a library. I got a library like that, you know. 'Cause I'm always
Just
scared.
don't ever sell that GMT, please. Do not ever sell that GMT.
I'm waiting. Mine's in service. I'm fucking waiting for them to call me to say it's back.
Yeah.
I've missed
Which
it so much.
which one is in service?
I've got a 16710 Coke. It's been in service
Yeah.
about a month and a half. I'm just
See, look at this video quality. Look
With
at the video
Rolex, right? With Rolex?
yeah.
Is it? It's okay, isn't it?
No, it's not.
What's not okay? What's not okay? Sorry,
This is quality is the best.
yeah.
What the fuck, man? God.
Sorry.
Oh, Diego is good as well.
Diego's a
I'm
close
kidding.
second.
I'm on
but
my
Yeah.
work phone, like an iPhone 8 or some shit. I don't even know what it is.
Oh, that's right.
I have a good webcam. That's it.
I
have a good
see.
webcam.
That's
Archie, when
Archie.
this problems actually starts? When does this problem start? It starts with the green room,
yes.
okay?
Yes.
With the
You to-
fucking
Bottle.
new,
told me to buy the
new
monitors.
Bottle. It all started with the bottle.
monitor,
of the
right?
Horology.
Monitors, and then all fucking hell,
Yes.
everything went pear-shaped. I think green room has a hidden agenda. We need to be cautious. We need to keep an eye on green room.
Green room. We need.
No
to-
wonder Oisin hates him and
Mm.
Wizard hates him and all these
Mm.
oracles, all these intelligent, superior people hate him because they can see the things that we dummies cannot.
Oshin
You know what I
hates
mean?
Green Room?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I have no fucking idea why.
What did I miss?
The point is actually
Yeah.
what's kind of cool is he actually knows Green Room.
Mm.
I mean, he wasn't even on the channel, and he asked about the Green Room. Am I right, Archie? Am I right?
100%.
You know what I've seen?
That
I
was
think
interesting.
his name is pronounced Oshin, and everybody calls him Oshin. It's Oshin.
To me, that all sounds same anyway.
Yeah.
You know,
What you just
you know
said is
that-
all same.
That's for you to know how talented Green Room is.
Tell me.
I basically booted.
I'm gonna do a
I
Green Room
actually,
Green Room
kick him-
impression.
I kick him out from my channel without even knowing it was him. It took
I want to do the green room.
Super chat, Archie, please and thank you.
Super
Green
chats. Here we go.
shroom.
We got me too. $5. Archie, the cable on your head is not fully shielded. That's why it's not working.
Oh, this is becoming such a struggle.
Andrew, £2. Vike O'Sheen and Derek. Green room is loyal.
There was a bit of an interesting moment with Derek or Dirk when he's all like acting kind of cool and happening and, you know, chilling. And we get to a point to tell us about his collection. and the guy has like a gifted speedy reduced.
I used to have one of those. I loved it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I was young. I was a kid.
Let's be honest. That's not something I would be.
He said he's got a collection in his mind.
Yeah.
Don't we all?
Green room. Do you have a collection in your mind?
I suppose.
Because it counts. If you have a collection in your mind.
Right back.
Yeah,
By the way,
exactly.
I had to say Jack and Bark yesterday was fucking great. I caught a few.
He was
I
awesome.
caught a few minutes of that. That was pretty good.
That was like really. I mean, I'm not a big fan of him, but the guy was good.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Now,
Archie,
Archie,
the super chats are dying. What can we do, man?
What can
how
we do here?
Like seriously,
don't.
how do we go full screen and plead, beg, that whatever it
Guys.
takes,
beg.
beg. I
Guys.
want you to beg, okay? Because we really need to improve the quality of the video.
Guys, come on.
Look, he's frozen even when he begs.
I know.
How much super chats to rip another shirt off?
Please, guys, help ArchieLuxury. Super chat so he can get a decent equipment so that we can actually enjoy this live stream much, much better. But I wanted you to beg, not me.
Ooh, Archie, the most important thing you need is a good internet connection. That's the number one thing.
It's true.
Barf and Jack.
Yeah.
Where is Archie? Why is she keeping me on the full screen? I don't understand.
I don't know.
He probably got
I think he's
frozen
switching-
and now I'm
I
stuck.
reckon he's switching shirts. That's what I think he's doing.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that.
how much for Arch to rip another shirt? That was the best. the incredible Arch. I love that.
Super chat from DC in LV. If we learned
not the
anything
bulldog
from
that
these
cautious yourself.
streams, Archie,
In
DC
LV.
in LV.
If you've learned anything from these streams, is that people need to stop taking themselves so seriously. It's all about some fun.
Can't hear Archie. You can barely see him.
Worse now.
Now we cannot even hear you. Yeah, we are really dealing with problems. So if we learn anything from these streams.
Hello!
Oh, okay. Go again, please.
Hello! Can you hear
Hi.
me? Hello?
Is there anybody in here?
Yeah.
Go, read it, Archie.
I gotta tell you guys, it's terrible, okay? It's
Archie,
really
you got super
bad.
chats.
Oh, shit.
Archie, it's your problems are coming from your internet, not your computer.
1 minute, guys. 1 minute.
Okay.
All right.
You got
I
super
like the
chats
dog.
from DC in LV and from Pavel. And guys, we are asking for more super
Pavel.
chats.
To not buy a used Dell or Lenovo. $10 to not buy a used Dell or Lenovo.
Why, what's wrong with Dell?
Bought
Dell
used
is
Dell.
Good
Dell is a
donation.
good,
Or used Dell.
yeah, Dell is okay.
Actually, I'm just
Get
worried you're gonna.
refurbed by Dell.
Ocean
from Dell
says
factory
that I
outlet.
look ridiculous wearing this hat on my humongous head. It looks stupid.
Looks alright.
I have a
fine.
humongous head. Humongous.
Actually,
I
I'm a
look
bit
more
worried you're
brawny.
gonna rush and buy something that is not, necessarily the best for you. I'm a bit concerned that's going to happen, and you're going to blame all of us tomorrow.
Is that better quality now? Is that better?
Yeah, it's better.
Is that better?
Yes.
Notice how Green Room is trying to escape the responsibility
Is that
for all
better?
the fuck-ups. So
Is
he
that
says
better?
he's
It
going
is
to
better.
blame
Yeah.
all of
Much
us.
better.
No, Green Room.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
of us.
that's
You blame all.
fine.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
no. He's gonna blame you, Green Room, you.
Yeah.
You
I've offered
started
my,
all this nonsense.
I've
Green
offered my
shroom.
services.
Green Shroom, you.
Green room,
You-
green shroom.
I
You
know.
clown.
Super chat.
You
Super
clown.
chats. The super chats
Clown.
here, guys. We've got to get back to the super chats. Anthax, $2. Which ISP you using? How much? Okay, it's Vodafone. It's $45 per month.
That's not
I
cheap.
was with Telstra.
Wait, just for
cancelled.
internet? Just for internet?
Yes, just for internet.
That's not cheap. $45 a month is not cheap.
not.
I'm sorry. You should get a decent quality for that. Especially, I mean,
But this has got that's expensive stuff. Look at that. He's got an i9.
Yeah.
Do you have a cap on your data, Archie? Because you might be exceeding it, and then like towards the end of every month, it starts to get shit.
No, it's
That's good.
unlimited.
Oh, okay.
Is it
Timber Tramp
unlimited?
has tried to super chat, but he was saying he a suggestion that Archie drops out and then tries to connect on his phone and see if that's better. That way you eliminate
good
whether
point.
it's the computer or the internet service provider. Thanks for that.
It's an excellent point.
Far out. You mean to do that?
so
Yep.
he gets out and then connects to the phone.
Yeah. Using
And
the
then
same
we
internet
determine-
connection. Yeah, we
Okay,
change one
sounds good.
variable at a time. So we're changing the equipment, and then you go. So use your Wi-Fi on your phone. Don't use the cellular network, 4G, 5G, whatever.
244 viewers for a computer discussion. It's not terrible.
Hey, it's
Not
Terrible.
it's not reaching
Have
its
any of you guys
poison.
got
But
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Only 35 likes. Come on, guys.
Yeah, that's
243,
Yeah.
245,
Like this.
35 likes. Can we at least get a like or two or three or four? Please upvote, support best live stream on YouTube.
Have
Thank
any of you
you,
guys
guys.
gotten a
Thank
new
you.
iPhone, the 13?
I do. That's what
What?
I'm using now.
This fucking camera, I didn't realize how fucking. I didn't realize how fucking. far
Andrew,
out this thing came.
£2, 2 internet lines, one for family, one for business. Simple.
I don't know.
Maybe your son's downloading something in the other
Fat
room.
Ben.
Yeah.
The
Ben,
Oracle.
Fat
The
Windbag
Oracle is
10.
back.
£5. I am the Oracle. Look into my eyes. Higgins has been deranged. He's in a bunker in Berlin, talking in tongues. The game's up. Okay, I'm going to introduce.
Who's Higgins? Is
Fat
Higgins?
Ben? Ah,
Jonathan
nobody.
Quayle
Ah,
Higgins.
Complete
Tombstone.
nobody.
Bunker in
Nobody.
Berlin. That's,
I don't want to spend
Oh,
3 seconds mentioning that
yeah,
loser.
yeah.
Only
I got
He's all right, isn't he?
Jamie Opulence
Yep,
super
Jamie's
chat.
right. Jamie's right on this one.
The only variable changed in the last few weeks was Archie moving from Telstar. That's
right.
when the all bullshit began. You changed internet provider. I disagree, Jamie. The whole problem started with Green Room. We all know it. The truth will come out, and it's going to be Green Room.
What did I convince
disaster.
Archie to
We're
buy
gonna get him.
first? I convinced him to buy the
it's
Coros
the end of the
first.
Green Room aspirations to become a superstar.
That's all over.
Green,
Can I
your
do a
YouTube
little-
career is over.
I almost had my own show. I was this close from having my own show on here, but no. It's all over.
Ben, what is this under you? What the hell is that?
I have no idea. Hey, can I do a little watch talk before Archie comes back? I know he hates the watch talk. Oh shit, he's back. He's back. I tried to have a watch talk, Archie, while you were gone, but you were not gone long enough. Sorry.
Jamie
go ahead, sir.
Opulence. The only variable change in the last few weeks was Archie moving from Telstra.
He's
That's
right.
when this all began. You changed internet provider.
Didn't you just 2 days ago, and it was pretty fast.
Why did you change it, by the way?
Because I hate them. I hate them.
That's okay. That's a good reason. That's a good reason.
They don't. You know what?
Marcelo, stop
I
chilling.
never been. I tell you what, guys.
Doing what?
I
I
think-
don't do nothing.
I got to be honest with you, Bear. This whole internet thing, I really don't like computers. They used to be so simple. You know, you buy an XT, you buy an AT, you could buy a 386. It's all gone crazy now. I don't understand
Yeah,
any
that was
of this shit
pre-internet.
now.
That was pre-internet.
Do they still
Like
have
I
the
said,
Celeron
Archie,
out there?
You know why it's all expensive?
Phased
though,
out
right?
now.
Because of the chip shortage.
Who actually Sirocco super chat? Sirocco super chat.
Sirocco super chats. Sirocco sales $5. 50 minutes in, still talking computers. More toxic than luxury lingerie.
The lingerie.
Sorry.
Send them a link. Send them a link. Send them a link.
Sirocco, I tried to talk
Send them a
watches,
link.
but Archie came back and we had to stop. So there you
Bear,
go. By the
can I
way,
ask-
who discovered the internet? Who made internet? Al Gore or Wizard? Who actually made internet? Green Room, do you know? Do you know if it was Wizard or Al Gore?
Wizard created the Garden of Eden. As for the internet, I think it was Al Gore actually.
I think you're right.
Sirocco
I think
sales.
you're right.
Sirocco, you're on. How are you, man?
Good day, mate. How's it going, guys?
Concrete
Hi,
boat.
Sirocco.
Concrete
boat.
boat.
How are you?
Even that got you more super chats.
Yes, concrete boats. Look, it's
I
okay.
have
Let's.
to say, not
Yes.
being a computer expert, not being an
Yes.
expert in fuck all, actually, I tend to agree with what Jamie said. I just missed a little bit because I had to fuck off. I think your problems did seem to start when you changed from Telstra. I hate fucking Telstra, but they are the best now.
Okay.
That's probably like our Canadian Bell.
Yeah, I agree.
Roar of the
Vodafone aren't
tiger.
bad. Aren't Vodafone good?
Archie doesn't like to be controlled and doesn't like to be manipulated. That's why he actually hate them.
Probably. I can see that.
Roar of
But,
the
Archie,
tiger. $5.
Sometimes you
Arch,
don't have a choice.
why didn't you ever approach the lovely ladies from Shoes of Hollywood in Brisbane for elite luxury? That was a missed lead. I got to be honest with you. I've just lost all interest. That channel was an absolute disaster. That's I honestly I don't know what to say. You know, IREX guy is telling me he's making so much money. He's getting less than 100 views a video. He tried to get into the watch live streaming business.
You know, that
No,
RX
it's
guy, he
compla-
might be one of
Look,
the best people
you
to
want
talk to
know-
about
you
computers.
want to know what? It's complaining how come I don't getting so much viewers like before. How come I'm not doing good? You know why? I actually went to see his videos. He's actually
Yeah.
showing his feet for 25 minutes.
He's showing what?
He's showing his walking, his legs. The video is in his leg and he's walking for 35 minutes. I mean, who want to see that?
Hey, man. Hey, you've done some pretty. Never mind.
No, not like that. I mean, he's walking. And
I
he's
know, but
talking.
you stream on Archie walking like 5 days in a row.
No. This
Ooh.
really, you need to see the video to understand. I mean, of course, nobody
I'll
wants to
check it
see
out.
that.
Sirocco,
I'm just busting your.
there's a big market for middle-aged, overweight white guys' legs. They're saying it's not sexy. It's not a turn on. What are they talking about?
I got no idea, mate. Who are we talking about now?
IREX guy.
Iris guy.
And I got to tell you, the food
He seems a nice enough guy, but I think
the food is unappetizing. It's stodge, I think the word is there, Sirocco. You went to a British private school. It's called stodge.
it was fucking disgusting. That was
Oh.
40 years ago. more than 40 years ago, I might add. 45 years ago even. Fuck, it was 45 years ago I left school. Jesus Christ.
Is that why you never had kids? You were so scarred from your private school you went to. You thought, I don't want to put anyone through this pain again.
Well, I guess that could be a bit of truth, but my second wife was a primary school principal, so I had the career. So, you know, we were married 20 years and she had kids every day at school.
Okay.
So Rocco doesn't have one kid, he had actually 50.
There was a possibility I've got a daughter somewhere. And I was told no, but someone else told me yes. And
How do you mean there's a possibility? What happened exactly?
Some chick that I shagged in about 1979 or 80 got pregnant, and it was funny. My first fucking wife told me that it wasn't mine. Work that out. Because she knew this chick, and it was just about the time I got together. So it would have been about fucking 90. Jesus Christ, I feel old today. 1979.
So what
DNA
happened then?
test, Rocco. DNA test.
Well, DNA, I don't think even existed in those days, did it? I'm not really.
Now, do one now.
I'm not interested. And why would I?
Fair enough.
Jesus Christ. Can you imagine 40 fucking years of
maintenance
child payments?
God, 1979, and you remember that as an adult? That is crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I remember
Not that long ago.
I was
Not that
20
long
years
ago,
old.
sunshine.
It's not.
Remember, hey, Sirocco,
You weren't even a
1979.
sperm in your dad's bull bag. I got
My dad
underwear.
wasn't even watching.
Yeah, I
My
got
dad
it.
wasn't even watching X videos back then.
Sirocco, do you remember 1979 Rocktober? Stevie Wright was at the Opera House.
Well, in 1979,
Rocktober.
I was in the UK and I'd never heard of Stevie Wright.
Super chat.
Easy Beats, Friday on My Mind.
Oh, the DJ, the Radio 1 DJ, Steve Wright.
That's a great song. That is
Super
a great
chat,
fucking
Archie,
song.
please, and thank you.
Frozen Yukon, $10. I'm late. Monday afternoon with the Pontiff Fridge Fund. Can we get a bear growl? And Frozen Yukon, we're raising money for a PC.
Archie,
Can I
that's
give
a
a
great
watch
song.
topic for tonight?
Stephen
I'd like to
Monash,
go
I
some
think you
watches.
should super chat that comment.
Yes, it was a
Well,
great
it's
song.
worth a super
Frozen
chat.
Yukon is coming on. Frozen, how are
We're
you?
Good,
Saving for
good evening, Frozen Yukon.
What's going on?
Good evening,
What's
sir.
going on, Archie?
Hello?
We're talking computers tonight. We are out of topics from lingerie, so tonight it's computers.
What
Or
you're
rather-
saving? So what's going on? We're saving for a desktop. What's happening?
Yeah, we're going to
We're
replace
trying to
this
get a
desktop
better
'cause
equipment for
it's
Paul.
shit. It's
Okay.
shit.
Yeah.
Ooh, Archie, it's the internet. That's the
Archie.
problem.
Archie,
I agree with
you,
you.
you have a new computer on the way.
What do you mean?
He has one on the way. It will be there in
He's
2
got a-
weeks or something.
He's got to pay for it somehow.
Wait. Frozen Yukon is telling us something. We need to figure out what he's telling us.
Remember in the
Sending me-
WhatsApp, Archie? We chatted this in the WhatsApp.
Yeah, I vaguely remember it.
Okay, Archie has a new computer in the mail. Okay, it's got to cross an ocean. It takes a little bit of time, but it is on the way, and he will receive one.
What?
Wow.
Okay.
What?
So all that
Huh?
advice we gave
What?
you was for nothing.
Huh?
Well,
I
I
feel
Van Lux,
cheated.
$2.80. Can we get a bird call from Marcelo?
Bird call, Marcelo. Wake
Bird
up,
call?
buddy. Bird
Oh
call,
my
yeah.
God.
Bear, check your WhatsApp, Bear.
I can't be. I see you sending it to me now, but are you buying Archie computer? Is that what it is?
One has been mailed to him. Yes.
Wow, I didn't even remember.
Here,
Did I give you my address?
Mail to him, yeah.
The amount
So,
of twists
Archie-
and turns on this show sometimes. Jeez.
This is like unbelievable. It's coming from Canada. Those are the best, Archie. The Canadian
Right.
computers.
Yeah, look, I don't need much. Here we go.
Great super chat.
Ryan vlogs live. Breaking news: Wizard will pay for half the PC.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Sirocco,
Good luck.
Sirocco, that girl there, you didn't want to. Well, I suppose you don't. You let sleeping dogs lie, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, it's a bit noisy here. There's a boat going out.
Like, was she married at the time? This lady?
No, fucking hell. She was. I remember her very well. She was. What did we used to call it? Loose with her facility, shall we say?
Thank you, Jesus, for this super chat to actually have a mention of the watch on the show.
Johnny S, $10. Zenith Defy 21 El Primero, Skeleton Blue Accents Metal Band to Grand Seiko, SBGH 289. Buying one today for my Christmas present, but love both too much. Which one do you think? Let's call it up. Let's call it up.
Johnny, thank you so much. This was going nowhere, dude. Nowhere. We were pear shaping big time. And Zenith DeFi 21 El Primero, Skeleton Blue Accents, Metal Band, or Grand Seiko. Are you calling Grand Seiko first, Archie?
No, we're going to bring this baby up on the screen here.
Okay, sir.
Ooh, Archie, I'm going to go grab one of those Vietnamese pork rolls. Be back in 2 minutes.
No worries, take your time. That's
pork pie.
Those are kind of cheap. Like $5,000 or so.
And how did your first wife, Sirocco, know that it's not yours? Can I ask you that?
Oh, dear God.
She wasn't my first wife at the time. We'd only just met. And it got out that I'd shagged this chick. It was the day after my it was 1980. The day after my 21st birthday.
Yeah.
And about a couple of weeks later, or a couple of months later, of course, it came out that she was pregnant, and I'd started seeing my first wife. We were, just right at the beginning, and we were all. There was a whole bunch of us in the same crowd, and my first wife and this other chick and quite a few other people were in the same crowd, and it just, I don't know, they must have been talking, and who is it? And this chick said, "Oh, it's such and such." I don't think it's Sirocco. She didn't call me Sirocco, of course, in those days. But I think it's his other guy. And that's...
Just leave it at that, Sirocco.
Let's just leave it at that, and we did.
Let's just go on to concrete boats then,
Let's have a concrete boat and start mixing some concrete to make a rudder.
1979. That was a good time, you know that?
Fucking was. Early 20s.
The dream was to have an SLR 5000.
Oh, the dream was, for me in those days, was just to shag as many women as I possibly could. Because I was 20.
You still would have had that firmer stove from the private school.
I was seriously, That's why I'm as skinny as I am, because I couldn't eat the school food because it was shit. And ever since, I've been the same. My metabolism changed.
Here we go. So that's I like the Zenith there.
Yeah, it's nice.
Now let's get the Grand Seiko up there. Grand Seiko SBGH
289. SBGH 289.
Yeah, they numbers are always
it's a diver. It's a diver. Shit. You know what I would go for, Bear?
Tell me.
I actually don't hate this Grand Seiko.
Neither do I, actually, to be honest with you.
It's a diver one.
But it depends what you want to... Oh, shit. I would say...
I would take this over Zenith.
I reckon the Grand Seiko might hold its money better than the Zenith.
Arch, I think that's a 46mm watch.
Yeah, it is a big boy, for sure.
It's a big watch, But if you look,
46 mil.
He might be a big guy. I don't know. I mean, Johnny might be a big guy.
Maybe.
I'm not a fan of either one, to be very honest with you. I'm gonna say I'm just happy that we're mentioning watches on your channel. So,
that watch boy, $2. What do you think of Dirk from me and Ron. Dirk. Look, Dirk was okay. Dirk was okay.
Yeah, Dirk. I'd like
It's
to
okay.
have Dirk back again. I'd like to have a Dirk back again, of course.
Loose tooth. $2. Arch, what did you think of Dirk? Look, he's okay. I don't mind any guests. Any guests that come on are really, really cool. Frozen Yukoner. Frozen Yukoner.
I'd like to see Ron the Shrink jump on and we can have a
I
discussion
wanted to ask
about
you.
the other day.
Frozen Yukoner.
Yep.
We were talking about your Mercedes and your BMW.
Yep.
How old? What's the cutoff when you're buying these things, Beamers and Mercs? How old and how many Ks? What's the cutoff for reliability?
Well, so the Benz is an 04. It's an older one.
Yep.
I'll get you the picture. That I bought it because it came with AMG wheels that, quite frankly, were worth more money than the car itself. That's why I bought it. That one needed not too much maintenance. It was okay. Then the 335 is a 2010. It has 180,000 kilometers on it. I haven't really had to do anything with it, to be honest.
That's not a bad car, really. They're both pretty nice vehicles.
That's the N54 engine. Yes, the N54. Then the 328 has the N52. That's probably the most reliable one. That's a 2011. And then the X1 is a 2014 with your favorite N20 engine in it. They've all been reliable. So,
are you concerned about the N20? We spoke about that.
Nope. No, it's currently at 151,000, something like that, kilometers. No issues.
CB, $20. Archie and Bear, can I ask you candid opinion on the MB&F LN Perpetual Evo Titanium? Is this a sports answer as anti-RM? It may be the ultimate sports watch. Let's bring this
that's
baby
the one
up.
with the emerald green dial. That's a remarkable piece. I mean, MB&F is an expensive toy for a very rich guys. It's amazing what they produce. It's out of ordinary thinking when it comes to horology, and this is a sport watch par excellence. I would take this over any RM all day long, CB. This is remarkable. This is, Archie, tell you.
This is insane.
Yeah.
This is insane. This is truly insane. What's there to say? It's amazing. It's a. By the way, it's in titanium. It's
expensive,
perpetual, of course, and it should be. Look,
it's way better. It's way better than Jacob & Co. Actually.
Well, I would say Jacob & Co. is not even in competition with this, if you ask me.
Nah.
Jacob & Co. is a very novel-ish, tacky crap for
fashion
people. Yeah, but this is something that could
this is $176,000 US.
So it's cheaper. It's cheaper than most of RMs. It's cheaper than most of RMs. So frankly, CB, I would respect a person that wears this watch significantly more than a person wearing RM. That's my.
It's 44 mils. It's a big watch. 44 mil.
No, but look, if you look at it, the lugs. If you look the way it is, this thing doesn't wear like a 44 mil arch.
Yeah.
It doesn't wear like that. The lugs, the strap, everything is kind of curving going down. The watch lug to lug is not that big.
Yeah.
So it wears beautifully.
A lot of
this
people
is handmade.
Leather strap on a sports watch.
Of course, this is handmade. There's no question. There's no question about it.
Sports watch. Sports watches. As I said, a lot of people were commenting that a sports watch with leather strap, but one of the first sports watches was the reverse. maybe today's standards a little strange, but
So this
What the heck this has to do with this? I don't understand. What are you
I was
talking about
saying-
reversal?
some people in the comments were saying they didn't like the fact that it had a leather strap and it's a sports watch.
I thought it's rubber. I thought it's on
That's
rubber.
rubber.
Isn't it?
That's not
Or
leather
rubber.
strap. This is
Rubber.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. This is
Well,
this is
then-
100% sports watch. There's no question about
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
So we have
And the
all
movement on this thing is remarkable. It's polished bevels. It's internal bevel angles. It's everything. This is done for true connoisseur, for person who actually appreciates watches and can afford modern horology in the most out of regular horological interpretation. Are you actually thinking about buying something on this, CB? I mean, a super chat of $20 is not sufficient for a person who dreams about a watches like that. I'm joking.
I would
Yeah,
Did you
this
say
shop.
your
Whoa,
watches, Bear?
$5. Thank you, Dirk. Thank you, Dirk.
Thank.
CB, $5. It's shock and waterproof.
really. I would
Yeah.
play tennis with this
Far
just
out.
to prove that it's better than the.
Well,
than
this
the-
isn't this. Correct me if I'm wrong, CB. You obviously did some research on this. Isn't this their answer going after watches like Richard Mille, right? I'm assuming that's what they're targeting. I would say, Archie, this is a watch that if I am billionaire, I would love to own something like this. Honestly, super chats.
Frozen Yukon. I'm just downloading this now. This is a screenshot that Frozen Yukon has just sent me. What do you have anything? Do you know anything about biodegradable wiring looms, Frozen Yukon?
Biodegradable wiring loom.
Yeah.
What do you need it for?
Just 1 minute. Bright blue comment, $5. I was trying to decide if Rolex is still my favorite brand, and I came to this. There's no other brand where I like every single reference.
You know, bright blue comment. You speak
He's
my
right.
language, brother. You speak my language. Never met a Rolex I did not like.
This is Mercedes. This is your C230. It's a compressor.
Yep. Correct.
That's a nice looking vehicle.
I bought it because of the wheels that it came with.
How much was it? How much was it?
$5,000.
It's nothing, isn't it? In Canada.
No, exactly. No, exactly. The wheels alone, I looked it up. The wheels were $4,400 if you buy them new.
Yeah.
I mean, they were in great shape, but I mean, bottom line, the wheels were worth as much as.
Did you get the original wheels with it as well?
Yes. So those are, if I remember correctly, those are 20-inch wheels. The originals are 16s. The 16s went on with winter tires. Those are the summers.
You know, I don't know how it goes with modern cars.
CB, super chat from CB, please and thank you.
CB, here we go. I assume it is the RM Challenger for sure. I would take it any day over an RM. Bear, I gotta
For
tell
sure.
you, that is actually
sure.
a beautiful. That's probably one of the best looking MB and Fs I've seen.
Yeah.
It is really
Yeah.
a perpetual calendar. I mean, but 100 and it's not cheap. It's not cheap. It's certainly not cheap.
Considering what it is, it's not overpriced. Comparing it to other brands, to other watches of similar, actually, there's nothing similar to this. This is what I like.
You know, I would love to see ABNF reaching a tennis player, the same thing like RM reach Nadal, and put that wask in a
The Dawn Sapphire Crystal. I'm doing Bobby Google while I was intrigued by this watch.
Bear, CB, $20. Bear, dreaming is a must. We all dream of something to feel alive.
So true. So
Archie, I got a
the
question for you
Dawn
whenever you get a
Sapphire
chance.
Crystal, Dawn Sapphire Crystal fused directly to the case by increasing the aperture of the dial. The view of the movement is even more engaging. but it means the geometries of the sapphire crystal had to be reconfigured to achieve strength and decrease the height to diameter ratio. Then you have a beautiful emerald green dial plate as a background. Practically all the QP movement and the flying balance wheel with traditional regulating screws placed in the center of the dial and held in place by the V-shaped bridge. The intense green color is obtained using a chemical vapor deposition. Despite a large amount of information and mechanical activity on the dial, it is surprisingly legible. This is just so remarkable. And then they talk about the movement, which is brutal. You had a question. Go ahead, ask Archie what you wanted to ask.
Yeah. Do you know anything about kind of vintage Egyptian jewelry?
Not much, no. Why
See
is
if
that?
you can. So this was my grandma's. It's
Egyptian jewelry. Wow.
Yeah. So maybe make that full screen so you can look at it.
What is that?
It's lapis. It's lapis scarab beetle. And I'm going to post in the chat.
Maybe Saad might know, or Jamie. Jamie or Saad might know.
It's actually what?
Pretty.
If you search for what I just put in the chat on eBay, there's one for like $5,000 fucking dollars.
So how hey,
I'm just making a quick toilet break. I'll be back.
Do you think this is old Egyptian jewelry, or this is something?
No. She bought it. She apparently bought it in Egypt on a trip they went to. But
yeah, but Egypt make a lot of things for sale for tourists, you know.
I didn't hear a word you said myself.
Nothing.
Well, Archie's gone. Can I ask you all a question? Can I please ask you all a question that's actually about the watches, if you don't mind?
Yeah.
I kind of like to, as the year comes to the end, I like to start thinking about what watch released this year has left the biggest impact on me. So I don't know if you guys go through the same process. Do you actually think about watches that came out this year that you liked the most, that left the biggest impact on you? If anyone actually has something, I'd love to hear how you're thinking. It doesn't have to be anything extraordinary. It doesn't have to be something that came out and you thought, wow, this is really a watch that kind of signifies this year for me personally.
Zenith Chrono Master Sport for me, because it is actually obtainable, although I'm still on the wait list. And I can buy it. I realize it's kind of, the I can't get a Daytona watch, but again, I can get it.
Fair enough. That's definitely. Go ahead.
For me, it's the Daytona with the meteor dial that they did, the white gold with the oyster flex.
The Space Toner, that's
the Space Toner.
Why that one? Is it just because you think it's probably pinnacle of Daytona, or what do you think? What's the reason for that?
It's basically, I wanted so much to get in my dream view. I wanted to get the gray Daytona that you have, that white gold with the gray dial with the oyster flag that you bought. That was in my in my view, in my dream, basically, after the Platona that I'm still dreaming about that. And then they released that one. And when they released that one, I thought to myself, okay, that would be a nice addition to the Meteor Dial GMT. And if one day they get completely insane and they will do a Submariner with a Meteor Dial, that would be like a perfect free space trio. So that would be the trio space.
Corrado is super chatting his choice, by the way, which I think is exceptional choice. Tudor Black Bay Chrono, especially the Diet Panda. I think that's a fantastic release this year that kind of put Tudor in a very good place. I believe that's the only Tudor that actually sells over retail, which shows you how much is that watch in demand and loved.
Yeah.
And I have to argue a little bit with Frozen. I think actually his choice is kind of more capitalizing on association with Daytona. Well, this one is, even they call it Diet Panda, it's more unique in its look, in its way, in its movement and everything. So I like that choice.
I've got one. For me,
for
it
sure.
was the 36 mil Explorer, just because I had the older version, and it always bothered me that the newer ones were 39 mil. I got small wrists, so when they came out with the new one, I was super excited. Didn't think I would get one, and then when I got one, I was even more excited. But it's not my dream watch. My dream watch is a white gold Daytona Oyster Flex, but that's an older release.
But this, we're talking now just that this 2021 releases.
Exactly. So
I think
2021 Explorer. Yeah.
Actually, that's an interesting watch. Personally, I was shocked when they released it, thinking, wow, they are going back to 36, eliminating 39. And I have to say, it was a watch that changed my opinion on my mind, because I was always the first to jump and say 36 millimeter girl size, 36 millimeter girl size. And I'm changing my opinion about it because I had a chance to actually experience 36 millimeter Explorer, 36 millimeter.
It wears bigger. It wears bigger than what it is.
Exactly. So that's a great 2021 release, by the way. Sorry, Archie, we were talking watches. I apologize.
I got to tell you, Bear, do you ever think of selling some of your pieces off and buying something like that MBNF? Do you ever think,
actually,
hey, you know
Archie,
what?
I'd like to ask you a question. We were talking about our favorite 2021 watch releases, and there were some really excellent suggestions here. Yukon was talking about the Zenith Daytona, for a lack of a better word.
The Chronomaster Sport, yep.
Chronomaster Sport. Marcelo was mentioning the Space Dona, the Meteorite dial Daytona on the Oysterflex. And Diego was talking about Explorer 36 millimeter. I'm not talking the best release. I'm talking the release that caught your attention. 2021 watch that
Tiffany Paddock. Jeff, $20. Hey, Arch, I sent you an email for pick of my latest pickup from the AD. Link. Let me know your thoughts. Also, collection review request coming soon. This is from Jeff.
Excellent.
Wow.
For me, it was a 3861 Speedy. 3861 Speedy, I think, made all the previous generation Speedies. They've gone up now because of that. Because of that new release.
They are crazy. You know that? They're absolutely crazy prices.
That's a significant release that for some reason, it just did not click in my head. But certainly a significant release for 2021.
Here we go. Sirocco sales, $5. Good night, Dis. We love you.
Bye.
Can I just ask him before he leaves if he can just tell us his favorite release in 2021?
Yeah, the black Tudor Black Bay, the DVD one, you know.
I like about the ceramic black one.
Yeah, that one.
Thank you, Dis. Have a good night, sir.
Have a good night. Goodbye.
See you, Dis.
See ya.
Now let's have a look at this here, Bear. I gotta show you this picture of this amazing watch that our good friend Jeff got.
The Burgundy IWC. This is from this year. What do you have?
Look at Jeff's purchase. Look what Jeff bought himself. This is rose gold, I think. Is that rose gold? Rose gold Sky Dweller. What do you think, Bear?
I am loving it. I'm loving it, Jeff. Remarkable piece.
And it's not terrible. It's good bang per buck, considering. You know what I mean?
Yeah. To be frank, like when the steel ones are selling so much over retail, this is such a nice buy. But I'm a big fan of the Sky Dweller. Such a gorgeous watch with great innovation, great idea that they implemented with utilizing bezel to actually set the time and date and everything, which makes it so much simpler than many other annual calendars. It's a gorgeous in its design. It's very ingenious. Yeah, it's the second most complicated Rolex watch. No, this is rose gold. This is rose gold.
Okay.
What do you think of this?
Color looks slightly washed out.
Would you get this compared to a day date? What do you think?
I'm a bigger fan of this than day date, to be honest with you. I have enough day dates. I'm really craving chocolate dial, rose gold,
beautiful
sky dweller.
Gorgeous.
I have a white dial steel sky dweller. I have a blue dial steel sky dweller,
It just
and I'm
says here
waiting.
Rose gold chocolate dial, Bear.
Yeah, that's the one I want. That's, you know what? Tell me this is not beautiful. Just I have to tell you, Jeff, you took a crappy picture. You can do better than this. This watch deserves better photography. This watch deserves way better photography. I am excited.
10 times better than this. He's 10 times more beautiful.
And you know what? I'm really excited to see his collection. So I'm looking forward to Archie's collection review. Because with taste like this, oof, this guy's got some beautiful collection for sure, for sure. Archie, how do you feel about Sky Dweller as a line in Rolex?
I love it.
I mean, it's a classic Rolex. It belongs in what they consider classic
I think
watches.
they made
such
the
as
mistake.
Deja,
they only brought it out in precious metal, right?
Originally.
And I think, I'll be honest with you, my favorite, if I had a choice, I love the steel with the blue dial, but it's so expensive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
This here is really good value.
I mean, if you're talking value, this is definitely. By the way, these are over retail as well. Don't kid yourself. Even day dates are now going over retail. Depending on what day date, they can go catch a huge premiums. I remember when these were getting discounted at one point. But let's not even talk the value. Let's just talk the watch itself. This is such a useful watch as well. You know what? If you're gonna have a one Rolex, this could be also a good choice. Even though it's a precious metal, this is such a complete watch. It has so much. It's a great water resistance. It can be dressy. You can still wear it with the jeans. You can still it's a fantastic choice.
Look, I wanted to ask a question for Bear and for Archie regarding this. You know, they did a new.
But can we touch the super chat first from Pine Baron, and then we can.
Pine Baron, $10. Arch, apologies if you've discussed already. No, we were talking about lingerie, boats, and computers. But can you comment on AP's decision to let boutique retailers set their own market price for new APs? This will become a thing that disrupts the gray market.
Did that really happen?
I don't think that would. Actually, I don't think this is implemented yet. It's just a rumor at the moment. But if it does get implemented, I don't think it's going to interrupt gray market. I think it's going to scale it. So as the scale move up from the AD, the scale on the secondary market will move up as well. There's always going to be premium on the secondary market for high in-demand pieces. I think it's not going to change things a lot. That might just increase the pricing altogether. But it's not a sure thing. It's not. There is even rumors that Rolex ADs will be doing this, and I had a talk with my AD today, who said basically that that's complete nonsense, that such a thing would never be allowed or permitted from Rolex. But people create these rumors. They come mainly from Italy. Then they spread through the different platforms of social media. In reality, that's not confirmed yet. Now for AP, I'm not saying it's impossible. For Rolex, I'm saying it's definitely not going to happen. Super chat.
Super chat. Here we go. There we got super chat. Joe Kramer, Marcelo, give that toilet a flush, big boy.
So anyway, going back to this watch, Archie, to this beautiful Sky Dweller, I was at one time a hater of it, and my commenting was, this is over elaborate date just. Until you actually get to experience this watch, to see it in person, to put
It's
it
a
on the
big
wrist.
size, 44 mil, isn't it?
Yeah,
But it's so well balanced.
It actually fit my wrist. I put one on at PAD, and it actually fit my wrist. I was like, oh shit.
You have big wrists. I didn't think you had big wrists.
I don't.
No, you don't have to have a big wrist for this.
The watch is tall. It's tall, but it's not. It doesn't have a large wrist presence.
Wow. I got to tell you, Bear, I've always loved this lineup here. In some ways, I'm sad they brought out the steel because this was supposed to be the flagship.
It could never overshadow the true flagship of Rolex, which is, we both know, day-date. Their attempt was to equalize it with the day-date. It's not going to. Day-date has a history. Okay, we're not talking now which watch I like better. Day-date is a historical Rolex. It's it has such a strong Rolex DNA in it. So they came to realization, I mean, they were selling poorly in the beginning, you know that, because they were so expensive and it wasn't as hyped as now. So there were movements sitting unutilized. They had to actually keep them going, and Steel did a miracle for this watch, for this line. It became hot. It became hyped. You have a Jeff super chat again.
Yep. Jeff super chat. Here we go. $10. Sent another pic. It's night here, so it's tough to photograph. Okay, thank you, Jeff. I'll go and get that out. Just hang on there. Bear, you've got a Sky Dweller, haven't you?
Yes, I have a Steel, two of them, white dial on Oyster and blue dial on Oyster. And I'm hoping for the black dial so I can complete the trinity of the three dials in Steel.
Would you
But
get
I
a
don't
solid
have
gold
any.
one? Would you get a solid gold one?
If I do, it would be this one with the chocolate dial. This is the one that I'm really craving. Super chat from Frozen Yukoner.
Frozen Yukoner, here we go, $5. Sorry, folks, have to run. Weeks leading up to Christmas, very busy for me. Great panel. We'll catch up on the rest of the stream later in the evening. Thank you so much there. Pine Baron, thoughts on Rose Gold, Sky Dweller, chocolate dial on Oyster Flex? I like the Oyster Flex, but I think the bracelets are amazing. To me, in Rolex, the bracelets are what you really. If you've got a gold watch, there's nothing like. I'm sorry, there's nothing like that gold. The only one I love on the rubber more is the Yachtmaster. You know, the white gold Yachtmaster. That is beautiful.
The
That
one
just
I
looks.
You know, Archie, I'm with you on this. I honestly think if you are going to pick between watch on a bracelet versus Oyster Flex in any line of Rolex, you should always try to go for bracelet. I would never favor Oyster Flex over a bracelet. Now, you mentioning white gold, 42 millimeter Yachtmaster. Well, that's only available in Oyster Flex, so you don't have a choice.
Exactly.
But if you do have a choice,
he's got an LV
Rolex
box
bracelets.
there. He's got an LV box.
And that's actually non-tacky version.
Look at this, beautiful. Look at this. It's just superb there. Look at this.
Beautiful. This is a man of good taste, Jeff. Jeff, you're a man of really good taste.
Do they make that watch in white gold?
Yes, they do.
They have a white gold
Yachtmaster.
You guys think
no, he's asking about Sky Dweller, I think.
Yeah, Sky Dweller.
You guys think that Rolex going to make? You guys think that Rolex going to make a brand new complication of a watch soon, or they actually don't need to do that no more?
Well, this was I think kind of shocking when they came out with the Sky Dweller itself. I think if there is something to happen interesting, it might be in a Cellini line. That's the only thing I can think of. I don't think they'll be doing anything in a classic Rolex or in a sport Rolex. If you're talking movement-wise, something completely innovative. I doubt it, but nobody knows. Anyone pretending to be an insider of Rolex is a fucking douchebag pretending. They're keeping this thing so hush-hush. We can only speculate based on trends and history and so on. So if we do that, the odds are they will not.
Ooh.
Oh, look at Pine Barren. Pine Barren.
That's my dream watch right there. Damn.
Pine Barren. Arch, my Christmas allocation from the AD is 116519 LN, picking it up Thursday. That is
Congratulations.
the Daytona white guy. Hello, Green Loom.
Hey, Archie. Hey, everyone. Nothing. I didn't get my pork roll. I just wound up going to Coles. And,
what did you get?
I got these. I got two Kit Kats. Actually, they're on
what
special.
What went wrong with the pork roll? Why didn't you get the pork roll?
Oh, nothing. I just figured I'd pop into Coles and, you know, as per usual, I spend too long in there. You know.
What's the go? Were they asking you for COVID? COVID, you can't. From Friday, you won't be able to go into Coles anymore, will you?
No, I think that's Queensland. I think it's different. I'm pretty sure it's different in New South Wales now.
I see. Maybe a good time to get your vax.
The
funny thing I don't understand is if this vax is so good, why do we have to care about other people who don't want to get the vax? I don't understand that.
I think Green Room's wrong. I think it's everywhere. On the 16th. And
Sirocco, on the 16th, it's the exact opposite. Unvaccinated people can do pretty much whatever they want on the 16th in New South Wales. You got it wrong.
Okay. Not here.
What do you think they'll be checking Sirocco or not?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
You must admit they're gone a bit crazy. I mean, it's if you don't want to get vaccinated, just let people do whatever they want. It doesn't matter, does it? Or you think they're being selfish?
I think, honestly, if they get fucking sick.
See, I'm more concerned. Like the funny thing is, you know, O'Sheen, he was whinging about.
I know that vaccine talk is always great for the super chats, but I wanted to ask. I know the vaccine chat is great. Listen, Archie, I'll be gone from 18th for about 3 weeks.
Where you going?
So please talk about vaccine.
Where you going? Where you going,
cement
Ben?
boats. I'm just taking vacation.
Where
so talk about vaccine.
You're coming on, but aren't you?
No, not really. But you can talk about vaccine as much as like. Yeah, I'm going to be actually traveling a little bit. But anyway, I wanted to ask Diego. So you say that's your dream watch?
That's the white gold on Oysterflex, right? The Daytona?
Yeah, that's your dream watch?
Yeah, I'm on the list for one. So we'll see if it ever happens.
That's so expensive.
I thought
How
that
are you going to afford
dream,
that, Diego? Didn't you just buy a house? A new apartment?
Yeah, but I still have money to invest in watches.
I have that watch. And I'm still going to say that this is something that I would always recommend to try to get on bracelet. This is where I agree with Archie. This is where, and congratulations to Pine Barren. That's especially.
The funny thing is,
he's getting it from AD.
The bracelet ones won't fit, but you can't swap it, can you, Bear? You can't interchange the bloody things, can you?
No. And this is where I really think Archie gives good advice. But we are now at the position that if AD offers you anything Rolex, is there something you would turn down? Like, that's actually a question. Is there a Rolex from AD that is offered to you at retail that you would say no thanks?
Well, I can't afford the solid gold ones, Bear.
Okay, so Archie, they come and they offer to you Space Daytona.
Yeah.
Okay? The meteor dial Daytona. You would say no.
I don't have the money. Where do I get 100? Where do I get that money from, Bear?
It doesn't
I don't
matter.
know.
You buy it,
Where?
you sell it, you get more money.
Where?
You get the
Be
money,
back
you
on the
sell it for
street,
more.
guys. Please give me money. I need to buy Daytona. It's just I don't think it's anyway. Another super chat from
Pawn
Pine
the Birkin's real sneaky, like, you know.
The
Well,
Pine
Pine
Baron,
Baron,
Arch, it's only debt if you don't plan to pay it back.
So, question.
I don't
real
have
question.
the money. I can't bear. I'll be honest with you. I can't really raise more than $30,000. We're going to ask my dad. I'd rather eat ice cream, dog shit in an ice cream cone than ask my dad for money. Can you imagine?
So you would turn down.
I don't have the money. I don't have the money, Bear.
I thought you're everyday millionaire.
Archie, what if?
Where the fuck do I get the money from?
You get the money.
Well, I don't know.
You flip it in
where?
half hour. In half hour.
Sirocco.
I will give you the money. In half hour, you flip the money. What are you talking about?
I mean, that's like, I don't think there is a modern Rolex that anyone should turn down if it's coming from AD.
Exactly.
I've turned down.
I don't even ask if he says I
What
got a
about
Rolex.
Yachtmaster 2? Yachtmaster 2 solid gold.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you and pay.
That's like $60,000 Canadian, Bear.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of money. I got to be picky on what I say yes to.
It's not. Are you talking retail? No, it's not 60 Canadian.
How much is it? 40.
It's close to 60 Canadian. How's that? By the way, you have a super chat from one of our favorite trolls.
Oh, here we go there. SR Bell. Here we go. The Pine Baron. Where is it? Here we go. SR Bell, $2. AC, please Google salad tossing for once. I have got nothing against tossing salads, man. I like fruit.
It's important.
Fruit and
it's
vegetables
important
are good for you.
Mix it. Thank
Bear,
you, Paul.
can I
Thank
say
you,
this
Paul.
to you? I can't raise fucking. I'm limited. Probably the most I could raise, seriously, Bear, is about 30 grand. If I was really desperate, 30,000. I can't. How much money do you think I can fucking get, Bear?
Archie owns 2 properties. He's forgotten the key rule of HELOC loan. He's totally forgotten about that.
I can't get HELOC because I'm tapped out as it is.
Oh,
Any
shit.
more solar panels you can install or anything of that nature?
But Bear,
think about it like this, Bear.
It's not going to bring in 20,000, Bear. I don't have money like that. I got my credit card's got a 10,000 limit, right? I still owe a bit on that, but say 10, and my wife's got another 12. That's 22,000.
Sell the Ferrari,
and that's after I've paid the bastard off. I still owe a bit on both of them.
But you can buy it and 10 minutes later flip it for profit.
I'm in Australia, Bear. Do you understand? Australia.
Do you have a credit card?
That is my credit. I got one.
Just one. I remember when you had 5 credit cards.
Bear, when I got the loan on the investment property, they wanted all that shit cleaned up. Do you understand?
Ooh, Archie's gone soft.
Archie,
they don't.
You're gone soft.
Look, everybody
Archie,
here in the panel.
You were like a rock star at one time. You were my hero. You were like, I was using you as an example of, look, Archie can do it. I can do it. Live once like a tiger, like a lion. One day, like a lion is better.
How much can I raise now? How much could I raise? 20,000 is about the max,
like a Pigsley. 1 year like Archie, rather than 100 years like a Pigsley. Remember that, Archie. How much can you raise for a Rolex? Hard to get piece Rolex, whatever it fucking takes.
How much can you raise? See, you got lines of credit. I don't have that.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I would figure it out. I would figure it out for a right opportunity. Like,
well,
I don't.
Most people can't raise more than 20,000, Bear.
Well, I don't know. It's just. I just think that
it's a lot of money, Bear.
Turning down a Rolex from AD at the retail would be very, very difficult.
They don't even like me. I can't even get anything from them, Bear.
Well, that's a different story. That would be a different topic, right? That would be a different topic. Actually, a lot of ADs like you. They actually watch you.
Yeah, but they won't sell me anything, Bear. They won't sell me. I can't get in
Ooh,
Australia.
Langford's doesn't like Archie.
Well, that's because they don't appreciate the.
They're very old school.
Yeah.
They're old school. They're not into
Yeah.
social media and shit like that, Bear.
Yeah, they have no idea what you could probably actually do for them if they actually put some effort. I'm sure they're not just Rolex AD, right? They have other.
No, just Rolex AD now. Just
for
Rolex
them.
AD.
Also,
You
they're their
already
boutique.
did.
Yeah.
Look for them, you already
Yeah.
did. The reason the hype of the Patek and the Rolex is in least 50%, if not more, is because of Archie. And he doesn't want to take that credit. It's because of him.
Hello, humanity.
Hello, humanity. It's Neo. It's Neo. What's Neo up to? There we go. 3 handers missing wrench, $1. Thank you. Neo, $5. It's gotta hurt. Take a kidney to the pawn shop. You know, the funny thing is, Bear, you know, in Singapore, you can borrow money at 2% a month. You take a watch in, they'll give you. See, pawn shops here at 20%. You cannot even get short-term finance.
I hate pawn shops. They're such a rip-offs. They're such a nasty world, nasty bastards. I mean, if you're desperate to be selling stuff at pawn shop, I really feel bad for you.
Some people are desperate.
I would never buy anything from pawn shop. I ignore them. I think they. Oof! I hate them. I hate them so much.
Bear, I understand.
What is the difference between pawn shop and secondary shop?
No, a pawn shop, they buy all goods. Second-hand watch dealer, he's only dealing in watches, isn't he?
Oh yeah, that's different. That's a grey market dealers. That's different. Complete.
A pawn shop, Marcelo, is if you needed money today, you would take your meteorite GNT there, say, I need 50 grand, I'll pay you back in a week. And then you might have to pay him, interest if you don't pay on time. It's kind of like
Yakuza. Like Yakuza.
Yeah, but you got to find someone who understands watches because they don't understand this shit. They're just so.
Exactly.
But no, Bear, I'm kind of with Archie. I'm in a similar
I'll be back later,
situation.
See you later.
I can't accept every watch that's offered to me just because then.
What's the most you could get? What's the most you could fund, Diego?
Well, I think the Daytona is kind of pushing it. The white gold Daytona is pushing it, but I would feel comfortable doing it only because it holds its value. I mean,
Would your fiance help you or not?
No. That's no, and not because she
Marcelo, what's the most money you could raise?
100.
100 US. Greenwood, how much could you raise?
I have no idea. I don't have a credit card.
What's your definition of raise? What does that mean?
Yeah.
Like borrow, beg, steal, whatever.
Make it available for purchase. Don't steal. We don't recommend stealing. That's not what Archie meant.
I mean, over 6 figures, but I'd be broke. I mean, it's just.
I could put 100.
No, that's not smart.
Neo, $5. Archie, dress up as Santa, find a bell and a red bucket, collect money for the Salvation Army. Your salvation.
That's true.
Do you know how long that would take?
I don't know. Probably as long as it is this cheap little supercharge. I'm guessing the same amount. Takes forever.
I'd be stretching 20,000, Bear. I'm stretching 20,000.
Okay, fair enough.
You know what my emergency fund is, Bear?
Tell me.
Rolex!
Yeah, that's actually okay. That's not bad, emergency fund. You can always liquidate your Rolex fast, but there is no point liquidating Rolex to get a Rolex. So I'm just saying my thought process was that it's hard. You have to admit it would be difficult turning down a good piece from AD at the retail. It would be difficult, even if you
Bear, you've got to
cannot
know your
raise
limits,
the funds.
Bear. Like you've got to
There
know
is
your
no
limits.
limits when it comes to Rolex. I don't believe there is a limit when it comes to Rolex.
Not
I
now.
obviously don't believe in that. I perceive Rolex is a better investment or better buy or better money storage. Call it whatever you want, because I know it's not investment, but call it whatever you want. It's a money storing option that's better than many.
That's how I see it. If it goes up, that's great. If it doesn't, if you need to get out of it, you can, and quickly too.
Archie,
Yeah.
how hard is it to get a HELOC loan? How hard is it? What type of information do I need to give? Not that I ever would.
Well, you don't have a loan, do you?
No.
So you'd have to get a mortgage first. You're fully paid off, aren't you? You've got the deeds. You have the deeds. You have the title deeds.
The reason I don't want the leads is because I already have the deeds. Woo.
The deeds.
That's a good
Yes.
one. I like that. I like
Yes,
that a
the
lot.
deeds.
I like that a lot.
The deeds. Look, you know what?
Archie, perhaps instead of getting a car
I got
loan,
offered money yesterday, Bear. I got offered $30,000 from my credit card company yesterday.
And
Archie,
The interest rate's 12.69%. I said that's a subprime
holy
rate.
shit.
Shit, that's expensive.
They're trying to
Super chat.
rape you. That's super chat.
Neo, $5. Serious question. Despite the hype, the Bluesy is a poor performer. Why isn't the Bluesy performing? Well, how do you mean it's a poor performer? How is it performing bad?
The premium on the watch is not as high. I mean,
It's because it's a two-tone. They've never done that well.
right. I would say best two-tone premium is on the Root Beer and Daytona. Those are the most in demand two-tones. But overall, two-tone tends to be less premium. However, they are premium.
When I first went in
They're
to
premium.
ask about the Submariner, the lady said, "Would you like a two-tone with a blue dial?" And I said, "Why? Do you have one in the back?" And she's like, "We do." I was like, "No." So that says a lot about it.
Yeah. It's definitely the steel sub is the king. The steel sub is the king. Archie, show us the king. Show us
the king. I'm actually wearing the Man on the Moon today, Bear.
Oh, Man on the Moon. Interesting. You changed it today.
Is there a watch,
Change it
Archie, that if you were offered
Today
retail,
we are Omega Brothers.
you would
Omega
sell?
Brothers.
Sorry, what's that? Say that again.
Is there a watch that if you were offered it at retail, you would sell some of your current collection?
Look, if I was offered a Panda, a Pepsi, of course I would. Okay.
What would go? The Milgauss and the Explorer?
Okay, that's actually an excellent question. So Panda and Pepsi, that's it? No others?
So $20,000.
Blue Sky Dwellers?
I don't even really want a Blue Sky Dweller, Bear.
I'm just asking because those are three most premium steel pieces. Pepsi,
Yeah.
Blue Sky Dweller, and Panda. Those are the three most premium. So obviously you would take one of those three, right? And
Yep.
which one would that be? Make your decision.
I want a Panda.
I don't blame you. You're paying what, 16,000
But they're not going to offer
Australian
me a
per
Panda,
watch?
Bear. I got about as much chance of them offering me a Panda.
This is a game. This is what he's asking you. If you could,
Yeah.
What would you sell?
What would you sell for it?
Anything.
No. From your collection, we're talking watches.
Anything.
Well, would you sell the Wartime?
Yes.
So you would sell Wartime over Calatrava?
It doesn't matter. Whatever raises the money.
Well, you just got to prioritize. I want you to prioritize. I want to hear.
A bird in the hand is two in the bush. Remember, I had that Tony Nico.
So you would put everything for sale. Whatever sells, it's fine.
That's okay.
You wouldn't keep one on the side and say, "This is not for sale."
Bear.
I know one watch you would put on the side and say, "This is not for sale."
What's that, Bear?
And it's not Wartime. It's your sub.
Yeah, I do like the sub, Bear.
It's a good
The
point.
sub.
I know.
Look,
I
I got to
know.
be honest with you, Bear. You know what? I think realistically, everybody should have some access to financial credit lines in case it comes up.
Mm.
You know, average Canadian, they can't find $2,000 or $3,000, Bear, yet alone 10,000 or 20,000. You know that?
I know that.
I know Canadian they found 17.
But Archie, are you going to become a channel of soft caulking and non-luxury pieces and just talking about how cement boats are good value and what? Like, where are we going with this? I mean, we are about luxury watches. Do we talk
Exactly.
luxury watches?
We are. We are,
All I
Bear.
want is to talk about watches. I want to talk about watches. Can we talk about watches?
So Bear, how much could you know, I tell you honestly, you're different, but because you've got such a huge collection, you've got business. See, you could borrow money out of a business for a little bit if necessary.
I could.
There's a number of things you could do.
I can borrow anything. I can raise any amount you want.
Yeah. Unlimited.
That doesn't mean that I can pay it off, but I can raise.
No, but you can get out of it. You could sell something to justify it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in many ways, I got to be honest with you. What do you do with these banks? They are paying less than 1%. Does anyone put money in the bank as savings or not now?
We are basically, to be honest with you, we're trying to keep money at the minimum. We actually like to utilize for, instead of cash flow, lines of credit, because money is so cheap and money works for you better when it's invested, right? So accumulating large sums, even in your business cash flow, is actually not a good move. So you're right. Money is not properly kept if it's sitting in a low income, low interest accounts and so on.
I got to tell you something, Bear. Did you realize on my mortgage on the house, so we owe roughly just over 200,000.
Okay. What's the interest rate on that?
1.99.
Excellent. Good job. Good job.
Wow. On my credit card, it's 13.49.
Why don't you just expand your mortgage, pay off your credit card, and add to that mortgage rather than paying? What's your balance on the credit card?
I'm going to pay it off, okay?
How much you owe?
Good debt, bad debt, Bear, we're talking, okay?
No. What's the total money you owe on the credit cards?
You know, I forward plan things.
What's
Bear.
the total amount you own on credit card at the moment?
It's like 10,000, Bear.
Too much.
That's my wife and my credit card.
It's not disaster. It's not bad, but it's just unnecessary. You really, it's not. I'm not gonna. It's not bad. It's not bad, actually. It's not bad.
But it's always in the back of your head.
Oh, 100%.
Hey, listen, Diego. At one time, Archie, how much did you have? What was your peak of consumer debt?
87.
80 something thousand. Yeah, 80, mid 80s.
Well, congratulations on getting out of that hole. It's big. Yeah, that's a big hole.
But sometimes, Diego, you also need to understand when you are independent. Okay, when you're independent, not a employee. When you're independent, it's necessary to have minus in the bank. It actually help your business. You have to have account with a minus.
Oh, you have to, because if you're not paying off anything, you're not building a credit. You're not. You have to, absolutely. You can be debt free, and like.
I got a coworker who's debt free, and we have company vehicles. He told our boss, he said, instead of the company vehicle, I need to go get a loan for a truck so that I can have some debt. Yeah. And then you pay me the money and I'll use that money to pay off the truck. So I mean, I understand that.
Ooh, super chat.
Mike Hammer, $5. Bear Archie, if all your watches were up for sale, which one could you sell the fastest for the most profit?
Sub.
Yeah, I'd say the sub as well, Bear.
Yeah.
I got to be honest with
that's
you.
like-
I think some of the Pateks I've got, they're not an easy move at times. You know what I mean?
Well, they're not easy move at times, but you would not have a problem selling them if you actually are motivated to sell them.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. And I would say that from our previous conversation, the whole raising the money, that's in the Western world, that creates also a lot of problems, because in all honesty, being like you sometimes you overextend yourself because of that opportunity to borrow. I mean, Archie, you joking, you obviously could borrow more money, you could find the ways. People do that and they overextend, and it's not good to be too risky. This is why but the reason I was very specific about this question, Archie, I was talking about Rolex because I think Rolex gives you this freedom to think and to feel comfortable doing that, because you know it's a money in the bank.
Yes. Yes.
There's nothing else like that. I would never buy extravagant car. I would never buy extravagant clothes. I would never buy a Louis Vuitton a box. I would never buy. I'm only comfortable spending money on Rolex.
Exactly.
Everything else, I get anxiety.
Everything else, you're actually spending the money.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So is spending money on Rolex really being a spender? Are you actually a big shot? I think spending money on Rolex is really still being very cautious. You're not lacking a caution. But if you're buying a expensive car, I think you're taking risks.
Just out of interest there, Bear, let's just go back through those horrible times. I refinanced the car that was $20,000. Okay.
Yeah.
I had a home. This was a member's choice loan, $15,000. That was for a bathroom renovation. That's $35,000.
Yeah.
I had on my Visa card $19,500.
Yeah.
On my Westpac, I had $6,000. On my Metway Visa, I had another $6,000.
Yeah.
Bankwest, $3,500. Then my wife's Visa card, she had 10 and $6,500.
Jesus.
That was the most, Bear.
But see, Archie, that's you. Also, you learned a lot from that experience. It was stressful. It was difficult, but you also learned. And another thing, you were always buying cautiously. You were always looking at the right value. You were always looking at buying luxury items at the right price point. This is why I started actually watching your channel. I think people could learn a lot from you.
86,500, Bear. There you go. 86,500.
Stressful. Listen, we all been at one point there, and we can act like a big shits or whatever, but in reality, it's a very thin line. It's a very thin line between being in a financial trouble and raising, as you said. How much can you raise? Then a question, Archie, would be: how much can you afford to buy without using any credit? And then you can see where. Then you
I'm scared of credit. I'm scared of credit. Dave Ramsey. I'm afraid Dave Ramsey is going to show up, fly over, and hurt me if I use credit card.
Yes.
He's going to hurt me.
Yeah.
But the truth is, where Dave Ramsey's wrong, it's true. You shouldn't use credit card for holiday or for crap like clothes and that. Right?
Exactly.
However, there's nothing wrong with buying a Rolex on credit, because if you can get a Daytona, you'd use whatever credit card you have to. It doesn't matter, right?
Exactly, Archie. But
and then the other thing is, the reality is you can't build wealth without the borrowing. You could never save enough. You look at the property real estate market. By the time you saved to buy it, it would have gone up. And
Exactly. Archie,
you can
maybe,
never.
maybe you should call.
So Archie, if I get offered tomorrow a Platina Daytona that I want, I don't have 100K, but I need to
Yes.
borrow. Would you do that?
I would. And
I
I
think
don't have it either. I really don't, but I would. Because
I would also.
you know, Archie, you know
You can
that you're
get your
going
money.
to make, you're going to make by per day, that purchase makes you about $30,000 to $40,000 profit
Like this.
in one purchase.
Yeah.
People
Look.
people work, believe it or not, people work whole year for 40 grand.
They do. Oh, you can't save 40 grand in a year.
That's what I'm
How
saying.
can
So
you save
how can you,
40,000 in a year?
And I
so
can
how
do it
can
in
you
5
say
minutes.
no to such a purchase?
Yeah, and you do it in 5 minutes, 40 grand, like this.
It's not
5
quite
Yeah.
5 minutes. But yeah, it's relatively.
Ooh, and that on
It's-
top of
it's-
that, how much tax do you pay on the 40 grand that you've earned?
No,
Well,
no,
you
Well,
have-
that's
well,
if you,
it-
if you
that'd be
sell
like
it.
that'd be
If
like
you sell
that
it.
would be your marginal tax rate, whatever tax rate you're on.
Exactly.
Don't worry. Based on
So-
your income there, you still get low.
So Marcelo, if you don't have the money
You
for a
would still get the
Platona,
tax concession. You know that it'd be paid 32.5% in your case, but in green room,
Hmm?
32.5% of it
So
would be taxed. So the 40,000 would just go straight as income.
Yeah, soon. I
Yeah.
yeah.
That's all it is. There's nothing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
but green room, you can sell it for cash. Sell it for cash. Hide it. Don't. That's what you do.
so it's
Diego,
your,
I don't have the money. I can raise the money. I
Okay.
have options to raise it.
would you keep
That I'm
it?
going to. If they call me next year, could be.
Okay.
Keep the watch. Will you sell the watch?
Look,
Because the reason I ask is because you say it's your dream watch, but then if you get it, right, if you were offered it today, yes, you can go get it, but you wouldn't be able to keep it. That's
You know what I don't understand, Bear, is so many people. I've had a few people who get their dream watch. They get like a Pepsi, steel Pepsi. They get offered a steel Pepsi. And, they ring me and they say, should I sell it? Should I sell it? I've made some money here. They're just so quick to cash out. What's wrong with these
Then
people?
that's not a dream watch. That's not a dream
exactly.
watch.
It's not a dream watch. Yeah.
It's not a dream watch. But don't lie to yourself.
But
Don't lie
I
to
think
yourself.
Dave Ramsey is right, but most Americans, I must admit, you've got to be careful with what you buy.
And
If you
Canadians,
buy-
the whole Western world is lives on credit. The whole Western world actually lives on
Not
credit.
me.
the majority. The
You-
majority.
You will see people pretending to be wealthy, pretending to be such a big shots and so on.
Yeah.
While in reality, they got nothing.
Exactly. I see
got
those
nothing,
people,
Archie.
Bear, I see those people all the time whenever we go downtown and they're out having dinner and just spending, $500 on dinner. They're younger than me, and I'm like, how the fuck? And it's like, oh, that's right.
That's why
They have zero in
Archie-
savings.
Archie was shocked and was laughing when I say we have a Volkswagen Jetta.
Nothing wrong
That's
with a
my
Volkswagen
car.
Jetta. That's a
Nothing
luxury
wrong with
car.
No, but
I know
you-
that
you-
car. It's a good car.
You expected I have a Mercedes. I'm not interested.
I
to
don't
have
expect
Mercedes.
nothing with
Ooh,
you, Bear.
Bear, the Volkswagen Jetta. It's got a DSG gearbox. It causes all types
Get
of
rid of it.
problems. Even I know
Yes.
that one.
Yes, DSG. Get rid of it.
I
soon.
don't even know what you're talking about, but in all reality, I'm like
Get a Toyota.
Archie.
Get the Camry. Get the Camry.
I'm not going to spend money on things
Mm-hmm.
that lose money. I don't believe in it. I got some weaknesses, Diego, my collections and all this and so on.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a child in me that's a collecting, having fun and so on.
Yeah.
But in reality, I understand when Archie had the fucking shitty curtains. I get it. I get
Mm-hmm.
that. I understand when he wears one shirt over and over. I get it. I get it.
He's just got a bunch of the same color.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, Archie, I do get it, brother. I really do.
Well, give us a
You know,
lick,
this has
Archie.
still got.
Give us a
This
lick.
has still got. This has still got 3 or 4 years left in it, Bear.
Yeah, exactly, brother. Exactly.
You understand or not?
100%.
This has still
100%,
got
Paul.
3 or 4 years left. Do you understand that or not? There's nothing wrong
Well,
with this.
CB, super chat.
CB, $5. Bear, you're gonna need a bigger car. You're getting
Somebody
a Camry,
posted,
Bear, aren't you?
No, Toyota. I want to get a Toyota RAV.
Oh, the RAV4. That's a great car.
I think so too.
They're not cheap, but they're not cheap anymore. You know that?
Well, look at I'm going to look at the cheapest possible option. I don't need any extras and bullshit. I just want to get something that is stable and good. And did you see somebody posted in our WhatsApp group? It was a really funny video. I think Gero posted a picture of the old fat guy getting out of the Porsche or Ferrari or a Lamborghini, one of those supercars. He couldn't fucking step out normally. And I'm thinking, that's me. That is me. I could not own a car like that. I would need help to get in and help to get out. So yeah, CB, you're absolutely right. I do need a bigger car.
Yeah.
But Paul, I get you, man. I get this whole concept. We love luxury items, but
only
we're
when
not
they
really
make
rich
sense.
people.
When they make sense, we love them.
We're not rich people, guys. We're not rich people.
Oh, Archie, that's why
We're
you need
not.
to buy a luxury computer, Archie. It makes sense because you use it every day.
100% business write-off, complete write-off, free. Earn more money, get it in.
But Archie is an amazing example of having luxury things that everything can theoretically keep the value in
CB,
money.
$5, Bear. I see you in a nice Mercedes GLE.
Well, I love Mercedes. I appreciate Mercedes. To me, I perceive Mercedes like a Rolex kind of Rolex, right? I love Mercedes hands on Rolex, but I would never, in clear conscience, spend so much money on expensive car. I really wouldn't. I can dream about it, like Archie. I can go to the sites and look which one would I buy and what color would I get and what would be the interior like. But if it comes to time to pull the trigger, I'd rather buy another Rolex watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Bear, if you could afford a car that you pay, I don't know, let's say 50K or 100K, and like retail, in the minute that you buy it,
100K,
basically
50K doesn't get you much in Benz or Beamer there.
No. Okay, sorry, but what if you can buy
That's
a car
like
a Rolex that retail is difficult to get, and when you get rid of it, you basically triple your money.
You gotta be high up in Porsches and Corvettes and shit like that for that to be a factor.
That's not going to be given to a guy who has a Volkswagen Jetta. Yeah. Like, I mean, let's be honest.
No, but that would be nice because you can have something.
They're actually a really nice. I got to tell you, the Jetta is an amazing car to drive. I love that DSG gearbox green room, even if it does pack it in at 100,000 miles.
I had a good friend of mine. He had the Jetta. It's a beautiful car. It's very nice inside.
It's a Golf with a boot. It's a Golf with a boot.
The DSG gearbox, it caused him all kinds of problems. He had to get the damn thing serviced. It was a disaster. It's a nice car, though. Don't get me wrong.
You got the manual, Bear, haven't you?
No.
We've got a Jetta. It's okay. It's not bad.
Hey, listen, I do want to talk about, this is kind of going in line with one of your recent favorite videos where you were talking about the rich collectors and how people are now
Speaking of rich collectors, here's Tim. Rich collectors.
I wouldn't say rich collector, but what's up, guys?
Are you back in
You got
New
this
York?
watch.
No, I'm in LAX. LAX, guys.
Oh, you're at the airport.
LAX. Yeah, I'm in the
Skyline,
Delta Skyline Lounge. Just had some food, ready to chill. I'm gonna get some coffee.
Timmy, what
brand
are you wearing?
We were chatting about, would you ever be, if you have any Rolex offered to you at retail at AD, would you actually turn it down?
Wow. Well, I just kind of, I just got the sermon. I don't think I can pull another Rolex though. Like, if, for example, because I have that $10,000
let's say
debt.
they offer you space meteorite Daytona. Would you turn it down?
Bear, are you reading my thoughts? Are you reading my thoughts?
No, I'm not. But you know what? We have an oracle in a chat room, His name is Big Ben, and he tells us the future. He just told us two things. He told us He told us that Diego's fiance is gonna leave him, take the dog with her, right?
Yeah.
That
Inevitable.
Archie's gonna get a Pepsi, and you're gonna be a biggest YouTube star.
Wow. Wow. Do I need the Space Pepsi for that? Or sorry, Space Panda or
You
not?
definitely do. If you get one,
Fair.
you would be amazing. Go ahead.
I'm in the talks. For the Space Panda. But
Ooh.
I know, but it's so expensive. I don't know what I would do if they told me. It's ready, come pick it up.
If you wanna pass on it, make sure I get the first call.
Would you lend me like 20K and I would pay it off to you later?
No, I'll give you
Ooh.
$2.58, which you can give to your viewers when you have a 10,000 subscribers.
Oh, I love you, bro.
I love you.
By
too,
the way,
man.
guys.
I love you very much.
By the way, guys, the most important thing for streaming, if you're gonna get a computer, Arch, is the only thing that you need is an SSD. You don't want that. The hard drive has to be solid state.
Absolutely.
That's it. It's
For
future
streaming,
proof.
you mean?
Yeah, for streaming and basically most of the your basic editing.
This Archie, this.
Yeah.
How does the SSD come into play on streaming? I understand for editing, but
it's instant. It's
processing. It's processing. Yeah.
But
super fast.
streaming goes through the video card.
It doesn't matter. This takes no video card performance whatsoever.
No, I was saying when you stream, you go through a video card.
2 giga.
There's no, even the most basic video card can handle StreamYard. It's irrelevant.
I think we think it's Archie's internet that was a problem.
No, this can handle it.
Well, Archie has a lot of problems.
This handles 4K easy.
But no, editing, SSD for sure.
2 giga. You need not 1 giga, 2 giga.
2 gig is nothing, man.
2
I got
terabytes.
2 gigs in my fucking.
Okay.
Okay.
He's talking about 2 terabytes, not 2 gigabytes.
2 terabytes. Sorry, 2 terabytes.
Marcelo, come on,
2
man.
terabyte, yeah. Not the
SSD is expensive. You only normally have SSD.
They're not expensive
It's
anymore.
not that expensive anymore. Yeah.
No,
the prices have significantly dropped.
You can get a terabyte for like $150, if that.
Yeah.
I pay
SSD. He's getting frustrated listening to all this computer talk.
Let's get back to watches there. Getting back to guys, we got 15 minutes to go on the stream. It's going to be a 2.5-hour stream today.
Oh,
Please, guys,
Funday.
we have a 220 viewers and only 65 likes. Can we please upvote? Help the super chats. Help with the upvote. Let's make this a great live stream, please.
Here we go. Bear Arch Crew. If you were to inherit 4 million, how would you invest? 33% should be in watches. No blow and hookers allowed.
Wow.
I do 70% on watches. And
unreal.
You
guys go first.
That's a good chunk of money. So 33% from 4 million. Well, what is that, Archie? 33%. That's $1,300,000, right?
$1.25.
$1.25 to spend on watches. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
I don't need that much, to be honest with you. I'm not interested to spend that much.
Yeah, look, I think realistically, Bear, $4 million there. Very simple. You could easily divide. I'd divide it in fours. Okay, I would say 1 million for a house. I'd buy a nice house with an ensuite bathroom. Because $1 million. I'd buy a nice holiday home for $1 million. So that's one house, a holiday home.
Love it.
I would buy with the other $1 million. Okay, see that. So I would say another $1 million. I would put into shares, cash, bonds. Have a bit of a base. That's 1 million, and then the final $1 million in watches. Piece of cake. I'd buy Bear's collection out there. Steel Sports. I think realistically, if you're going to look at it, you get in touch with some ADs. and you basically want to buy Rolex. Really, I think Rolex would be where you would put money in.
Good.
Really,
So
Rolex,
they say,
Rolex.
I'm going to say like this: in precious metal, and no, I don't say like a full ice diamond, only precious metal, no diamonds. Getting all the watches that I want for specific brands that I want, everything that I want, I need minimum $100 million. $100
million.
$100 million. Minimum.
Wow.
How many Tiffany?
And I can do for you guys the list, and you guys going to understand one by one the pieces that I want.
We don't have.
And it's going to be $100 million because there's pieces that cost $2 million, $1 million.
Look at this
million
CB,
$5.
$5.
I already know.
Or with $4 million, you can buy an RM in a sapphire case. See, Bear, I tell you the funny thing is,
not do that.
For me, I can't even contemplate $4 million to spend. I honestly, it's so big, ridiculous money.
Look. I have a collection of RM, the Rafael Nadal, the RM 27. Actually now is fifth generation watch. 4 million cover maybe 2 watches for me. No, maybe 2 watches. And
Cars and Chrono could spend it in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, he pretty much kind of did, right, by buying that one watch.
What would you estimate his collection's value?
I think it's like 2 million, maybe 3. Maybe
more.
No,
You need 50
more?
million. 50 million. 50 million. I know you guys laugh.
What are you talking
50 million.
about?
No. 50 million. No.
He sold a lot of pieces as well. He sold off a lot of pieces.
Because
I would estimate, from what I know, I would estimate about.
I'm with Marcelo on this one. I agree.
Shut the fuck up.
No, you have
3 mil.
No, more.
But he's got some really carefully chosen pieces. He really.
Yeah.
I honestly, looking at his collection, you can see he's a true genuine watch aficionado.
Yeah.
There is no douchery.
What business
really no
is he in,
douchery.
Tim? I don't want to know exactly what he does, but what sort of line of work is he in?
Well, I think he sold a startup. Like he had a startup. Something like that. That's what most people in LA, like uber rich people in LA did.
Yeah, he's obviously a successful man, but I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking with that money, people could do much tackier collections.
Oh yeah. He's very wise with his money. He doesn't go and like blow it on the RMs and nonsense. He's very careful.
Have you been to his house?
No, I haven't.
Can you tell me? I'm always curious. What
Pavel,
are his Rolex watches?
$5. 5-minute moot for Musello. There we go.
Thank God.
Thank you, Pavel. Thank you, Pavel. Thank you so much. What are his Rolex watches? What does he have from Rolex in his collection?
You know, he got rid of everything. He just kept the Sea Dweller and the Sky Dweller blue. Steel.
Which Sea Dweller?
Just
the 43 millimeter or 40 millimeter?
43, just the ceramic, because that was a gift from his wife.
Interesting.
So he has to stay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I really want 40 millimeter 4K. That's one of my wishes, and I cannot find one at a reasonable price that's in a perfect condition. I'm kind of looking for that. For me, that's the best diver ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Because it's a Submariner. That's like it's a Sea Dweller the size of a Submariner. It's not like
which one are you talking about?
No Cyclop, beautiful size, nice and thin, yet with performance abilities as a Sea Dweller. We have a Ronnie Paul Super Chat.
Talking about the pre-ceramic one?
Ronnie Paul Super Chat, $2. Arch, you've been offered a Rolex at MSRP.
Great question.
I was offered a steel Daytona. This was years ago. Yeah. But, I didn't have the money to keep it and it was only marginal profit in it. So it wasn't worth the hassle, to be completely honest.
our friend Thomas Burnett.
Thomas Burnett, £4.50. How would you prefer your dress watch, a thick or thin cased? Would you go for a movement with a standard rotor, or you prefer a micro rotor?
I like micro rotors.
Archie, this is really a question for you.
Yeah. Look, I think it's good to have a bit of both. I don't like ultra thin. I think standard is fine. Like, I don't really want to go.
But Arch, you started the Society for Ultra Thin Watches. What happened to that?
Thin dress watches.
Yeah, good question.
Dress watches. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say, look, seriously, I think the micro rotor, they don't have as much power as a full rotor. Look, they're both amazing concepts. I probably depends on an automatic watch. I kind of prefer a big rotor because it
does it have to be one of those? Maybe like a manual one would be better.
That's a rooted rotor syndrome. Rooted rotor syndrome.
Rooted rotor syndrome.
How did you like that button pressing
yeah, that's
winding
an interesting
system?
thing. That is it seems it could be finicky, but don't you think?
It's like it looks cool though.
Exactly.
Can't deny it.
Exactly.
Guys, please. There is 211 watching. We're only 15 likes away from 100. We really need continuity of having 100 likes each show. Please, Apple.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, how much
Don't
for
be
another half
lazy.
hour?
Yeah.
That's exactly.
Hey, super chat.
Half on Smash, $5. Marco took away Jonathan Q. Higgins' wrench today for over moderating the chat. When you address issues in your channel, Tim, him and Lone Snake are toxic. When was this?
When was this?
Whoa. This is interesting, guys.
I don't know.
First, I did not know that Mark was even streaming. That's the first one.
Yes.
And if he did do anything to Jonathan Q. Higgins, I guarantee you it has nothing to do with over moderating, because he perceives Jonathan Q. Higgins as the important player
Marcelo.
on Team Right.
They say Marcelo, not Marco.
Marcelo.
Marcelo, you bad boy.
Oh, Marcelo.
Burning
changes
bridges.
everything.
Wow.
Wow, this
And
is
then the
a
rebel
drama.
streamed against me.
$5 to unmute
No respect.
Marcelo.
Did you ban today somebody, Marcelo?
What's going on?
We got a super chat to unmute him. To
What
get the
happened,
answer.
Marcelo?
In my channel, I don't ban nobody, actually.
You have any wrenches? Do you give wrenches out?
I gave
What's
before,
going
but
on?
now I actually stopped giving because it's starting to be like a mess.
Oh, you took the wrenches away.
Yeah, it's starting to be a mess.
Did you take my wrench away as well?
I don't know. I guess so, yeah.
Oh, Marcelo.
Oh, this is serious stuff.
What is going on?
Archie.
Marcelo's.
Archie, we have a bit of a drama going on.
We need
got
a
a
little
Put them next to
more
each
problem
other.
time.
Put them next to each other. They need to
Yeah.
talk.
We need a little
They
more
need to
time,
talk.
Marcelo.
Archie.
What's
Anton,
happening?
$1. There we go, Anton.
Marcelo, I was helping you out yesterday. I went on the toilet to the toilet hangout.
It did.
This is how you treat me? I don't get it. There. I think Marcelo is getting a little bit the ego is starting to get out of control. What do you think?
Ego.
He's getting the subs. And
You know what it is? He
Look at this.
took literally all the advice from Diego, and now he thinks he's a star. Diego created a monster.
Oh man.
Hey, I feel like some type of storm is brewing behind the scenes.
Let me tell you now seriously about these stupid wrenches. I said the same thing to Paul. Wrenches are not meant to be award or recognition of a loyal fan. Wrenches are meant to be given to people who actually do the work.
That's so funny.
The work. So guys, stop fucking
The
handing
work.
wrenches to anyone and everyone. Especially you, Team Right.
Question for Marcelo. Did you even know what you were doing?
Marcelo, how
Do I
could
know
you?
anything that I do?
That's why I'm
How
asking.
many subscribers now, Marcelo? Where are we right now?
630 something.
Wow.
He's
You
buying
gained
it.
Show's
about
killing it.
40 from last night. Why don't you drop the link to your channel? Link to your channel. Are you doing that?
Tim, drop the link. Somebody can drop the link for me?
Can you do it, Tim?
No,
I'll do
you're
it for her.
getting a
I'll do it.
little
Oh yeah,
bit out of
you're not.
control. We gotta slow you down, man.
He took a wrench from you. Yeah, that's true. Now
What
he
the
asks you
hell?
to work.
That's
Yeah.
Ooh, Diego's chair is making
Ooh.
weird sounds.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Guys, only 2 likes to have 100. Come on, we can do it, please. Just so we end with 100. That's a good.
That's right. Come
good
on,
number.
guys.
Please and thank you.
Slap that
Please,
like button.
please. It's easy. It's easy. Thank you, guys.
400 until the lead stealing begins. Look at that
Here
there.
we go. And then you're gonna have to snuff him out, Arch. It's so funny. Oh, I love this show. This is the best show, guys. Let the drama rip.
Super chat.
Off on Smash, $5. Marcelo did good. He demodded Jonathan QH3 for banning punters. He did good.
Actually very
We
good.
had to get General Sard involved, but 3-hander got banned.
Ooh.
Shit.
300 got banned. Where did 300 get banned? But 300 is the important guy. Guys don't
I
fuck
know,
around
I know.
with 300.
Why
one
did
of the-
the three-hander get banned? Why did three-hander get banned?
Or more important, why was 300 taking the wrench away on Team Right shot? That's more important question.
Ooh. Ooh. I was doing some experimenting. I wanted to see what would happen. I said I'll give him the wrench. I didn't say I'm gonna let him keep it. You know what I mean? It's
I see.
it's
You got to read the fine
word
print.
game that I play.
Very good. Very good.
It's not
he
his first language.
misinterpreted.
It's not your
Yeah.
first language. Yeah.
I mean, he misinterpreted what I meant. I said I'll give him a wrench. That could mean anything.
Okay,
I mean,
guys, it's
it's
time
not
to
my.
wrap this baby up, guys. I want to thank you guys for coming. Tomorrow, are you going to be on the show tomorrow, Bear?
Yes, I'm taking my time off from the 18th of this month to January
worries.
8th.
Thank you so much, guys. It's been a great show. Thank you for coming. Thanks for coming on the end, Timmy. It's always good to see you, man.
Hey,
And guys, we will see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, guys. Love
Very
you so.
cool.
Bye, everyone. Thank you very much.